Hello and welcome back everyone, we Weeb Online, and today I'm gonna continue the story What If Kurama Gave Naruto the Ultimate Dojutsu Part 4. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and to watch more videos like this, subscribe to my channel and turn that bell notification on so you never miss an upload. Now wasting no more time, let's begin.
Naruto was carried into the hotel by Shino and Kiba and placed on his bed. Kiba was concerned about the fight between Naruto and the missing ninja. Everyone else followed, forming a circle around the room. The last ones inside, Kakashi, Kurenai, and Haku, shut the door and turned to Naruto. "How is he doing?" Haku inquired. Kiba and Shino sighed negatively as Haku sat in a chair. "I'm still amazed Naruto beat a rank missing nin," Kiba said to them. As everyone turned to look at Sakura, she scoffed with a smirk. "I'm sure Naruto Baka only won by chance. If it had been Sasuke-kun, he'd have beaten that guy without breaking a sweat," Sakura said, as everyone rolled their eyes. Haku slowly formed an ice senbon as she wondered if the loud-mouthed girl would be missed. "Well, regardless of the case, Naruto did beat him, and it appears it took a toll on his body," Shino said, to which Kakashi nodded in agreement. "I sent a message to Hokage-sama, and I'm sure we'll discuss it when we return," Kakashi said. Everyone agreed, but then turned to see Naruto mumble. "And no, don't do it," Naruto said to himself in his sleep. Everyone was left wondering what he was on about. Does he think he's dreaming? Hinata wondered. As the others heard him, Kurenai could only nod. "You can't do it that way. You have to take I in your mouth slowly. That's all. Calmly feel it on your tongue." Naruto continued to dream. Kiba slammed his head on the bed, laughing as he held his stomach. Haku, Kurenai, and Hinata flushed bright red. Kakashi and Shino raised an eyebrow at him, but a smile could be seen on each of their faces if they looked closely enough. Sakura had a blank expression on her face, as if she didn't know what to make of the situation. Kurenai said, "Kakashi, you should stop reading that smut in front of your genin," to which Kakashi's sweat dropped. "Why does everything seem to be coming back to my book?" Kakashi wondered as Kiba turned to face his sensei. Kiba still clutched his stomach in an attempt to calm down. Kakashi-sensei, W.E. Kakashi, like everyone else, sweat dropped again. "Kiba, Naruto's roommate," Kakashi stated flatly. Kiba stopped laughing, but soon resumed with a nod as Naruto continued. "Ah, the ramen was nice and good, as usual," Naruto said before returning to silence. Everyone's mouths hung open slightly because Naruto had given them the wrong impression. "It was about ramen?" Hinata asked, stunned. Shino twitched an eyebrow as Kakashi chuckled. As he closed the door, the Aburame turned to leave. "Well, everyone, we finished our mission. Let's get some rest, and we'll leave in the afternoon," Kakashi told them. Everyone nodded as they filed out of the room, leaving only Kiba and Naruto behind. "Well, Naruto, you are full of surprises," Kiba said as he prepared to retire for the night. Sleep claimed Team 7 and 8 as they lay in the soft beds that had been prepared for them. The following morning, Naruto opened his eyes to sunlight and turned his head to see Kiba sleeping. Naruto chuckled slightly and stood up, stretching his arms. Naruto winced in pain as he turned to his left arm. "I don't recall taking that much damage," Naruto said as Kyuubi stirred from her light sleep. "That's the cost of having your left arm handle that technique while you did the one-handed hand signs with your right," Kyuubi said with a slight chuckle. Naruto huffed as he pulled out his new sword. Naruto examined the features of the sword once more, recalling his fight with the missing nin. "I wonder if there are more swords like these too," Naruto pondered as Kyuubi struck a contemplative pose. She'd heard about the elemental swords but had never seen them for herself. Her first time seeing them with her own eyes, she wondered if Raymond was correct. "If the missing nin was correct, there are 3 other swords out there," Kyuubi explained. Naruto agreed and exited the room, putting on the clothes he had. Naruto left the hotel and went to the field where he had the fight. Naruto looked around to see that the body had vanished and the ice spikes had melted. Naruto sighed as he summoned some shadow clones and pulled out his fire and lightning swords. Naruto smirked as the flames covered his right hand sword and the lightning cackled in his left. Naruto smiled as he turned to face his shadow clones. "Alright, come at me with all the taijutsu styles we learned. I might as well learn a dual sword style," Naruto instructed his clones. Everyone agreed, but smirked as Naruto turned his head. "And why couldn't you ask us for help?" someone inquired. Naruto smiled as he noticed Kiba and Haku emerge from the trees. "Well, I thought you two were sleeping, and girls need their beauty sleep, don't they?" Naruto inquired as Kiba stifled a laugh and turned to face Haku. Haku's eye twitched as she smiled innocently at Naruto. "Please, Naruto-kun, don't mistake me for someone else, I may take offense," Haku warned. Naruto smiled as he took a basic stance on dual swords that he was familiar with. Naruto turned to see Haku unsheath her sword, which she had grown accustomed to in some ways. Kiba grabbed Akamaru while the dog took a minute to run around the field. As Kasumi came out and stretched, Naruto opened his jacket. "Isn't it a good day for training, Naruto-sama?" Kasumi inquired. Naruto chuckled and nodded as Kasumi stretched, her black fur growing wilder and her teeth sharpening. Naruto smirked as he noticed Kiba and Akamaru on all fours behind him. He turned to see Haku, and strangely, her sword was becoming more and more ice blade-like. Naruto looked ahead as his clones prepared their kunai and shuriken. "Man, are you all going to try to kill me?" Naruto asked everyone. Kiba and Haku nodded, as did the clones. Kasumi, who had trained with Naruto, didn't need to respond, but smirked as her claws sharpened a little more. "It wouldn't be training unless we did, Naruto," Kiba explained. Naruto chuckled and cackled again as the fire and lightning blades burned. Naruto closed his eyes for a brief moment before opening them to reveal the Sharingan. As he prepared his two swords, Naruto revealed the two tomos in each eye. "Come at me then," Naruto said as everyone charged at him. Kakashi and teammate. As they left the hotel, Kakashi and Kurenai were already awake. Kurenai felt a swarm of chakra signatures as she turned to face Kakashi. "Do you feel that, Kakashi?" Kurenai inquired. Kakashi nodded as they moved in the direction of the chakra signatures. As Kakashi smirked, they both rushed through the tree and landed on a branch. "I guess we solved our problem," Kakashi said, and Kurenai laughed. Both looked up to see Naruto wielding two swords at the same time as his lightning blade clashed with Haku's sword. "I guess he wants to get used to that sword. You don't get a sword from a rank missing nin every day," Kakashi explained to her. As the two watched the training, Kurenai nodded in agreement. "It's not every day that a genin defeats a rank missing nin," Kurenai chuckled. As they watched the battle on the field, Kakashi nodded in agreement. On the playing field, Naruto fought Haku as he felt the pressure of her sword on his lightning blade. Naruto cursed slightly as he gave up the fight to avoid being hit by a hail of kunai if he hadn't moved. Naruto quickly turned his head to see Kiba, Akamaru, and Kasumi spiraling at him as he spiraled as well. As the lightning and fire from his swords coursed through the technique, Naruto smirked. As he yelled, Naruto slammed into Kiba, Kasumi, and Akamaru. "Kgi no Arashi Gatsuga," Naruto yelled as he fought his three friends and the dogs as an explosion ripped through the field. As Naruto fell to the ground, Kiba, Akamaru, and Kasumi collided with a nearby tree. Naruto steadily rose to his feet, picking up both swords. Naruto became slightly tired after fighting for over an hour with his friends and clones. Naruto saw all the clones around him and decided to try a new jutsu that he had worked on in his earlier years. Naruto's clones surrounded him quickly as Naruto weaved his hand signs quickly as he vanished. The Naruto clones came to a halt and looked around the field. No one could find the real Naruto, but the clouds darkened as thunder and lightning filled the sky. All of the clones quickly avoided the lightning strikes as they searched for Naruto amid the chaos. As all the clones stared in horror at the action, the ground erupted in flames, burning everything from the trees to the grass. Everyone wondered what kind of ninjutsu this was until they saw Naruto appear on the field, holding both swords. The clones smirked as they ran at Naruto, but they came to a halt when the real Naruto smirked at them. "What is it that makes you tremble?" Naruto inquired of his clones. Naruto appeared behind them, sheathing his swords. "Meijin, Sekai no Sh Netsu," Naruto simply said as all the clones poofed out of existence. Haku and Kiba raised an eyebrow as they noticed the clones randomly screaming like they were being tortured, then poofed out of existence. Naruto appeared behind them, a smile on his face, and quickly fell to the ground. "I think that's enough training for you guys," Naruto said. As Kasumi ran to Naruto, Haku and Kiba nodded. As Haku and Kiba ran to Naruto, Naruto breathed heavily. "You can come out now, Kakashi-sensei and Kurenai-sensei," Naruto said to them. Everyone smiled as Haku and Kiba turned around to see the two Jonin approaching them. Kurenai approached Naruto with a shocked expression on her face, while Kakashi smiled. "How did you do that, Naruto?" Kurenai inquired. As Naruto smirked, Haku and Kiba were perplexed by what he did. "I learned a few things growing up, Kurenai-sensei," Naruto said as Kurenai stared at the blonde with wide eyes. Haku and Kiba exchanged blank stares with Kakashi. "What did Naruto-kun do?" Haku inquired. Kakashi smirked as he turned to see Haku and Kiba's puzzled expressions. "Naruto just used a genjutsu to end the fight with his clones," Kakashi explained to them. Kiba and Haku both gasped. "Did Naruto perform a genjutsu?" Kiba inquired, and Kakashi nodded. Kakashi was as surprised as they were, but Kurenai was even more so. I saw everything. That was true Genjutsu, Kurenai said. How did you do it? Naruto chuckled as he slowly stood up with Kiba's assistance. It's a Genjutsu I learned about 3 years ago, and I was able to do it because of my large chakra capacity, Naruto explained. Everyone nodded, but as the clock approached 12, they decided to talk on the way back. Everyone returned to the hotel after seeing Sakura, Hinata, and Shino waiting for them. Where have you guys been? Sakura yelled, rubbing Naruto, Kiba, and Haku's ears. As they returned to their group, Kakashi and Kurenai sighed. Alright, everyone, our mission is complete, let's go home, Kakashi said to the group. Everyone nodded as they dashed back to Konoha through the trees. Everyone moved quickly back in order to arrive before nightfall. Kurenai smiled as she turned to Naruto, as Haku and Kiba did as well. So, Naruto, as you were saying earlier, Kurenai said, and Naruto could only smile. Naruto held Kasumi on his arm and softly patted her head before starting to speak. Well, the Genjutsu basically shows the target a picture of the world around them bursting into a sea of lightning and fire. I got the idea from a thunderstorm I experienced as a kid. It was hard to learn, but I got it down. I need to expend a lot of chakra for me to be able to do it or Genjutsu techniques won't work, Naruto explained to them. Kurenai smiled as she found the Genjutsu spectacular and her admiration for Naruto grew. So, what rank is it? Kiba inquired. Naruto smirked and turned to face Kiba. Naruto wasn't sure, but based on how much of a nightmare his clones had and how much chakra was used to influence their minds, Naruto had no choice but to say that. It's a B-rank Genjutsu, Naruto explained to Kiba. Kiba nodded as everyone dashed back to Konoha for a well-deserved rest. Everyone decided to have their own conversation on the way back. Kurenai gave Naruto some Genjutsu advice, while Kakashi gave Haku a scroll for an advanced Suitenjutsu. Haku gratefully accepted the scroll while she researched the scroll's requirements. Hinata and Shino remained silent while Sakura fantasized about asking her beloved Uchiha out on another date. Kiba decided to consult Kakashi on how to improve his chakra control so that he could use more of his clan's techniques to become stronger. 7 hours later, the Konoha gates. Team 7 and Team 8 finally appeared in front of the gates, smiling as they walked down the dirt road. The sun was about to set when everyone started walking, but they came to a halt when they saw Sakura huffing on the ground. Did we have to move so fast? Man, I'm tired, Sakura said, wiping the beads of sweat from her brow. Naruto, Kiba, and Haku all groaned slightly as they waited for Sakura to catch her breath. As he approached Kurenai, Naruto smiled as he approached her. Thank you for the Genjutsu tips, Kurenai-sensei, I'll use them, Naruto said. Kurenai chuckled and nodded as she returned her gaze to Naruto. You're welcome, Naruto. Please contact me again if you require anything else, Kurenai said. Naruto chuckled as Sakura stood up and the group continued walking. As they approached the gate, everyone flashed their identification to the guards as they entered their home. Everyone breathed a sigh of relief as if they had just returned from a difficult mission, which Naruto had. As they made their way to the Hokage mansion to give their report, everyone began to walk through the village. They all noticed Sasuke and his new sensei as the two turned to face the group. Hey, Sasuke-kun, Sakura exclaimed as the group winced and covered their ears. As they approached Naruto, Sasuke's eyes narrowed. How was the mission? Dope. I bet you didn't get much done, did you? Sasuke inquired. Kiba and Haku squinted at Sasuke, while Naruto smirked. Oh, nothing MO, just beat a rank missing nin. Yeah, nothing too difficult, Naruto said innocently. As Naruto smirked, Sasuke clenched his teeth. I also got a new sword, isn't it wonderful? Naruto exclaimed as he drew his lightning sword. Team 8 saved Sakura, and Team 7 chuckled at Sasuke's reaction as he stared in awe at the blade. As he turned to face Sasuke's sensei, Kakashi quickly stopped laughing. Hey Genma, so your Sasuke has a new sensei, Kakashi sighed. Genma smiled as he removed the senbon from his mouth and turned to face Kakashi. Not by choice, Kakashi, I have better things to do than teach some arrogant brat, Genma told him. Kakashi laughed as he took out his book and started reading. So you just returned from a mission? Kakashi inquired. Genma nodded positively as he turned back to see Sasuke lecturing the majority of the team. We just finished another C-rank mission. The brat has been begging me to send him on more dangerous missions, so I send him on the ones with the least risk, Genma explained to Kakashi. Kakashi sighed and lightly patted Genma on the shoulder. Well, best of luck with Sasuke, Kakashi said. Genma sighed and turned to leave with Sasuke, but Sakura stopped him. Hey, Sasuke-kun, do you want to? No, Sasuke said, slamming the door shut. Sakura sighed but pumped her fist in the air, determined. Meanwhile, Team 7 and Team 8 discussed their mission with Sarutobi, who smiled. Nice work, everyone. Teammate, your pay will be added to your account, and you may leave, Sarutobi said as Kurenai, Shino, Hinata, and Sakura filed out of the office, leaving only Team 7 in the office. Now that that's taken care of, Naruto-kun, please explain how you beat in a rank missing nin, Sarutobi said, his ears perked up. Naruto smiled as Kakashi placed a privacy seal for security reasons. Well, Jiji, I can tell you that I completely beat him by chance, Naruto said as he began his story. Naruto told Sarutobi about his interaction with Haku, which made the girl blush slightly. Naruto then went on to discuss his fight with Raymond. While Sarutobi and Kakashi were listening to Naruto's story, they were both impressed with his fighting sense, as Naruto ended the story with a small discussion he and Raymond had about the elemental swords. Naruto came to an end of his story as he waited for Sarutobi's reaction. Sarutobi's face was expressionless as he tried to process what Naruto had told him. Jiji, are you alright? Naruto inquired. A smile spread across Sarutobi's face as he looked at Naruto. Nice work, Naruto-kun. I am very impressed with you. I am also impressed with Haku and Kiba. Both of you have done a good job. I know that the Jonin is supposed to recommend his students, but I fully allow all three of you to take the Chunin exams in 1 month. I must say that the three of you are more capable at this than any of the genin I know, Sarutobi said with a smile. Kakashi chuckled as Naruto, Haku, and Kiba smiled and nodded. Well, it appears that you three have a lot of potential, Kakashi said to them. As the three of them turned to leave, Naruto was stopped by Sarutobi. And Naruto-kun, the money for Raymond's bounty has been credited to your account, Sarutobi said. As Team 7 left the mansion, Naruto smirked and nodded. Everyone decided to talk as they walked home. So we only have a month to prepare for the Chunin exams, sounds interesting, Kiba said, to which Haku and Naruto nodded, smiling. Wow, to be recommended by a Kage, I feel so important, Haku chuckled innocently. As Kiba left, Naruto and Kiba could only nod. Kiba, please greet Sum-chan and Hana-chan for me, Naruto said. Kiba chuckled and gave a thumbs up as he rushed home from the rooftops. Naruto and Haku continued their journey home, taking in the night air. You know, Naruto-kun, when I saw you passed out on the ground, you scared me, Haku said. Naruto chuckled and sheepishly nodded his head. I'm sorry, Haku-chan, I didn't mean to worry you, but if you got hurt, I don't know what I'd do, Naruto said. Haku's heart skipped a beat for a split second, causing her to blush slightly. Naruto's stomach grumbled as they walked back to the apartment. Haku laughed as Naruto blushed. I guess you'd be hungry because you didn't eat any dinner or breakfast, Haku said softly. As he turned a corner, Naruto smiled and nodded. Naruto turned to face Haku with a twinkle in his eye. Naruto abruptly bowed his head and got down on one knee, his hand outstretched toward Haku. Would you give this wonderful shinobi the honor of taking you to dinner tonight, Lady Haku? Naruto inquired. Haku smiled and blushed as she assumed a thinking pose. Is this wonderful shinobi asking me out? Haku inquired. Naruto chuckled and nodded as he looked up at her. If the lady permits, Naruto said, making Haku blush even more. Haku chuckled as she approached Naruto and smiled calmly as she extended her hand. I'd love for this handsome shinobi to take me out to dinner, Haku said as she took his hand in hers. Naruto smirked as he drew Haku in the direction of a good place to eat. Naruto led Haku to the small stand after some walking. As Naruto led Haku inside, he held up the curtain. Haku's stomach grumbled as she smelled the warm scent of noodles. It appears that I am not the only one, Naruto said to her. Haku blushed as she took a seat next to Naruto, a slight nod and smile on her face. Soon after, an elderly man and his daughter emerged from behind the counter, smiling at their two customers. Well, Naruto, it's been a while, how have you been? The man inquired. Naruto chuckled as he and his daughter examined the man. Hey Tuchai Jiji, hey I am Chan, how have you been? Naruto inquired. Tuchai turned around with a smile on his face. Business has been as usual, and who is this? I am inquired, her gaze drawn to Naruto, who turned to face Haku. This is one of my friends, Haku, Naruto said, deciding not to reveal her gender without her permission. Naruto kept his promise, and Haku smiled. As she shook Iam's hand, Haku smiled. Hello, nice to meet you, Iam-san, Haku said, her acting skills on display. As Iam turned to face Naruto, Naruto stifled a chuckle at the interaction. So, Naruto, what are your orders? Iam inquired. Naruto smirked as he looked over the menu. 2 miso ramens for me and 1 for Haku, Naruto said to her. As Haku turned to face Naruto, Iam nodded. How did you know I wanted vegetable ramen? She inquired. Naruto smirked as he assumed a contemplative pose. Well, I figured that women like to watch their figure, Naruto said, causing Haku's eyebrow to twitch slightly in annoyance. But she had to admit that Naruto was correct. As they waited for their food, they discussed their mission. Haku recounted some of her experiences as a runaway shinobi, while Naruto recounted the majority of his time in Konoha, or at least the pleasant memories. Naruto took a whiff of the food and both had their food ready in no time. Naruto handed Haku her chopsticks as they broke them and joined their hands. Itadakamasu, both said as Naruto put the noodles in his mouth, taking care not to slurp because he was in the presence of a woman. Haku noticed Naruto's politeness with his food and smiled, then whispered, "Are you trying to make an impression on me?" Haku inquired softly. Naruto laughed as he slurped another tiny slurp of ramen. "I wasn't aware I was doing it, but is it working?" Naruto inquired. Haku chuckled and smiled softly as she nodded. "I must say, you're still eating faster than me," Haku said to Naruto, who looked down to see more than half of his first ramen bowl finished. Naruto blushed with embarrassment and chuckled sheepishly as he rubbed the back of his head. "Sorry about that. I'm just very hungry right now," Naruto explained, to which Haku nodded and chuckled. Haku took another mouthful of the delicious noodles, along with some of the broth. Haku smiled because she had never had such delicious noodles in her life, though she was relieved not to have to eat in a hurry like she had in the past. Naruto quickly finished his first bowl, while Haku only finished half of hers. Ayame handed Naruto the second bowl, and Naruto ate the noodles at a slightly faster pace than the first. Haku was aware of the slurping, but it didn't bother her. Haku quickly finished her bowl while staring at Naruto as he finished the second bowl calmly. As usual, Tuchai Jiji, "How much is it?" Naruto inquired. They both smiled at each other. "It's free, Naruto," they both said, but Naruto chuckled, raising a few eyebrows from the father-daughter duo and Haku. Naruto simply smiled and took out his wallet. "Let me pay this time. I have the money," Naruto told them. Ayame and Tuchai exchanged glances and nodded, knowing Naruto wouldn't take no for an answer. "All right, Naruto-kun," Ayame said, "your total cost is 806 yen. Naruto nodded as he paid the bill and escorted Haku home. They both enjoyed the peace and quiet of the village as they walked home. "Are you ready to begin training tomorrow?" Haku inquired. Naruto smiled and chuckled as he turned to face Haku. "Are you going to help me with my training?" Naruto inquired. Haku chuckled and softly smiled as she gazed up at the stars. "If you don't mind, I don't mind. We still need to finish the collaboration jutsu with Kiba," Haku explained. Naruto nodded, recalling how he, Haku, and Kiba had walked off to a small spot during the 10-minute break period that Kakashi had given them on their mission. "True, a lot of it revolves around your use of the ice mirrors," Naruto said. They soon appeared in front of the apartment, and Haku laughed. Naruto led Haku to the door, which she slowly opened. "Thank you for dinner, Naruto-kun," Haku said. Naruto smiled and turned to leave, but paused as he returned his attention to Haku. "I may be dense, but I just noticed you said Naruto-kun," Naruto explained. As she returned her attention to Naruto, Haku blushed and nodded. Haku's heart raced as she looked into Naruto's deep cerulean eyes and blushed deeply. I did say that to you. I am just grateful for the life that you have given me. I can only wonder where my life would be if I had run to Zabuza-sama at the time that you stopped me. So I just want to say." Haku looked down at the ground as Naruto raised an eyebrow. As Naruto's eyes widened, Haku slammed her lips into Naruto's for a quick kiss. As Haku let go of Naruto, he remained emotionless. "Good night, Naruto-kun," Haku said quickly as she slammed the door shut. Naruto stared at the door for a little longer until he heard someone's voice. "Hello, Naruto-kun, are you alive or do I have to restart your heart after that little act?" Kyuubi asked softly. Naruto awoke from his trance as he walked to his door. Naruto inquired, "And where have you been?" Kyuubi chuckled as she stretched her legs. "Oh, doing some things. I had my private training time and private bath time. And then I napped on the soft silk sheets you made me. And you're going to tell me when you learned such a genjutsu as well?" Kyuubi said. Naruto's sweat dropped as he nodded and explained how he came up with the technique 3 years ago. Kyuubi smiled as he said that despite his chakra capacity, he could use genjutsu. She felt a sense of pride from the proclamation, but she wasn't sure why. Naruto quickly shut the door to his room as Kasumi emerged from his jacket. "Hello Naruto-sama, what happened while I was sleeping?" Kasumi inquired. As he sat on his bed, Naruto chuckled. "No, Kasumi-chan. Other than the fact that we'll be competing in the Chunin exams in a month," Naruto explained. Kasumi smiled as she ran around the room happily, and Naruto chuckled. Kyuubi raised an eyebrow at Naruto's statement, but quickly smiled. Looks like you'll be getting more training from me now, Kyuubi said. Naruto chuckled and nodded as he fed Kasumi. So, what are you going to teach me over the next month? Naruto inquired. Kyuubi sat on the bed in a contemplative pose. Well, since you have a Genjutsu technique now, we will start you on some Genjutsu training. I will now teach you the Fuinjutsu that I also know. Then you will develop that dual sword style that I saw you doing earlier. Finally, you will learn more Raiten, Katen, and Suten techniques to end the month. Kyuubi asked. As he changed into his pajamas, Naruto smiled and nodded. Sure, Kyuubi-chan. Combine that with the training Kakashi-sensei will have us do, and I'll be thoroughly exhausted by the end of the day, Naruto said, knowing he was in for a long month. That's my Naruto-sama, but don't worry, I'll be training with Naruto-sama as well, Kasumi explained. Naruto smiled and chuckled as he kissed Kasumi on the nose. Thank you very much, Kasumi-chan, Naruto said. As Kyuubi's eyes twinkled, Kasumi smiled and nodded. So Naruto is almost fulfilling the requirement of that promise, eh? Kyuubi asked. Naruto blushed and nodded, remembering his promise to Tsume. That's right, Kyuubi-chan, Naruto said as he turned off his room's lights. Naruto quickly fell asleep on the bed as Kasumi jumped on his stomach. Kyuubi climbed into her own bed and turned off the lights. Naruto smiled as he looked up at the dark ceiling. Haku's lips are quite soft, Naruto said simply before falling asleep. Naruto sighed as he went to bed, knowing that the next 4 weeks until the Chunin exams would be hectic for him, Haku, and Kiba. Next morning, Naruto woke up to the bright sunshine as he stretched himself awake. Naruto smirked as he looked down to see Kasumi still curled into a ball on his stomach. Naruto ruffled her soft black hair slightly as Kasumi opened her eyes to see Naruto's soft and pleasant smile. Kasumi gave a quick yawn as she jumped off her mate's stomach and onto the bed. Good morning, Naruto-sama. Good day for training, isn't it? Kasumi asked him. Naruto smirked with a nod as he got up and walked to the bathroom. Kasumi followed after him as she changed to her half-human form. Naruto ran the water as he saw Kasumi appear with a towel. Naruto instantly blushed as he backed up to the wall and pointed his finger at Kasumi, who could only smile at Naruto's reaction each time she did this. Hey Kasumi-chan, why are you coming in here like that? Naruto asked her with a slight nosebleed. Kasumi smiled as she put a sway into her hips as she moved closer to Naruto. Naruto-sama, don't you like this? Kasumi asked him. Naruto stuttered as he saw Kasumi's face just inches from his own. Kasumi's tail swayed slightly at the entertainment she was getting, but gasped as she felt Naruto's lips over hers. Kasumi felt her legs go numb as she fell to the ground. Naruto smirked as he pulled her a little closer as he deepened the kiss with her. Naruto soon chuckled as he let go of Kasumi as he watched her gasp for air. And no fair, Naruto-sama, Kasumi said with a slight blush as Naruto got up and ran the warm water over Kasumi's back. Sorry Kasumi-chan, but you started this and I just had to finish it. That's the way it works, Naruto told her. Kasumi chuckled with a confused nod as Naruto scrubbed her back down to her tail. Kasumi in turn did Naruto's back with her gentle hands as both enjoyed the relaxation of the bathroom. Naruto and Kasumi soon exited the bathroom as Naruto went to the closet to get some clothes. Kasumi sat on the bed as she watched Naruto rummage through his clothes closet. Naruto smirked as he pulled his black shirt with the red swirl and black anbu pants. Naruto grabbed his 2 elemental swords, he put them in an X shape on his back. Satisfied with what he had, Naruto closed the closet and went to the kitchen and took out some vegetable ramen. Naruto smirked as he figured he found the way to have healthy food and it being delicious at the same time. Naruto took out Kasumi's food as he put it in a bowl on the table. Kasumi walked over to the table as she ate her food along with Naruto. Naruto slurped his noodles as he turned to the clock to see it was almost the meeting time for Team 7. Naruto quickly finished his noodles as Kasumi finished her food also. Ready to go, Kasumi-chan? Naruto asked her. Kasumi smiled as she kissed his cheek before changing back to her dog form. Ready whenever you are, Naruto-sama, Kasumi said as she took her spot on Naruto's head as the two exited the room. Naruto locked the door as he ran down the stairs and stood in front of Haku's room. Naruto smirked as he remembered their encounter last night as it still made him blush from the action. After 3 minutes of waiting, Haku appeared out as she closed her door. Naruto smirked as he noticed the slight blush on Haku's face as he placed his hand on Haku's shoulder. You ready to go, Haku-chan? Naruto asked her. Haku smiled with a nod as they both jumped to the rooftops and headed for the Inuzuka compound. Naruto looked down at the streets to see the people converse as usual. Naruto shifted his eyes to the far right as he saw some of the Anbu moving through the village also. Naruto scanned the group to see one of them with dark purple hair and a cat mask covering the person's face. Naruto simply shrugged as both rushed to make it to the Inuzuka compound. Inuzuka compound. Kiba was sitting in silence with Tsume and Hana as he continued to eat his breakfast. Tsume and Hana noted the silence also, but there wasn't much to talk about, so no one said anything. Hana decided to break the ice as she turned to her little brother. "So Kiba, I heard that you and your team have been nominated for the Chunin exams," Hana said as Kiba looked up from his meal and smiled. "That's right sis, we got nominated by the Hokage last night. It felt amazing," Kiba said as Tsume and Hana chuckled. Hana turned to her mother with a smile as she narrowed her eyes. "Counting down the days, Kasen?" Hana asked her. Tsume dropped her fork as her face turned slightly red. Kiba and Hana laughed at their mother's actions as Tsume stuttered. "Why would I be counting the days?" Tsume asked her. Hana raised an eyebrow as Tsume blushed a little harder. Kiba smirked at his mother as Tsume sighed. Tsume quickly ate her food and put the dishes in the sink as she sped past her children, closing the door to the kitchen, to which Hana and Kiba chuckled as they both finished their food also. Kiba's ears twitched as he and Hana heard the door being knocked on. Kiba smirked as he knew that it was Naruto and Haku meeting with him. Kiba said his goodbyes to his mother and sister as he met up with Naruto and Haku. "Hey guys, is everyone ready for a day of training?" Naruto asked them. Kiba nodded with a smile full of determination along with Haku. All three headed to the training grounds as they waited for Kakashi to arrive. Everyone knew the standard protocol from Kakashi, so Haku and Kiba turned to Naruto for any kind of instruction while they waited for their sensei to arrive. "Alright, since we are on time and he arrives late every 2 or 3 hours, let's use our time and training. We will each take a soldier pill when he arrives to teach us," Naruto told them. Haku and Kiba nodded in agreement as Naruto decided to talk to Kyuubi. "You awake, Kyuubi-chan?" Naruto asked her. Kyuubi smirked as she lifted her eyes and stretched while her tail flailed around before wrapping around her body. "I'm up and about, Naruto-kun. Is your sensei late as usual?" Kyuubi asked her blonde. Naruto sighed with a nod as Kyuubi shook her head. "Oh well, nothing you can do about that. Well, let's get started. First, we are going to train you in some of my genjutsu techniques which make perfect use of your chakra capacity. After that, I will instruct you in the ways of Fuinjutsu. You might want to go to the library and study up on the Fuinjutsu also. It's not as good as mine, but you never know," Kyuubi told him. Naruto nodded with a smile as he made 3 cage bunchins. Naruto turned his head to see Haku near the pond of water while she read up on a scroll about turning water into an ice shark. Naruto turned his head in the other direction to see Kiba and Akamaru practicing their newest techniques taught by the Tsume. Naruto chuckled as he turned to see Kasumi on the ground waiting for her instructions. Naruto turned back to his clones and pointed to the first one. "You, go to the library and get me some books on the beginnings of Fuinjutsu," Naruto told the clone. The clone saluted the real Naruto as he disappeared in a fire and lighting shunshin. Naruto smirked as he turned to the second one. "You are going to practice the genjutsu techniques taught by Kyuubi-chan with some other clones," Naruto said to him. The clone nodded as it made 3 more clones as ran off into the trees, leaving the real Naruto, 1 more clone, and Kasumi in the clearing. Naruto turned to Kasumi and his clone as he drew his fire and lighting sword. "You and Kasumi-chan are going to help me develop my twin sword kenjutsu," Naruto told his clone. The clone nodded with a smile as they paired off and backed away from Haku and Kiba a bit more to be safe. Naruto smirked as his clone took out a kunai and covered it in Futen chakra. Kasumi changed to her half-human form as Naruto flashed his Sharingan. "Let's develop the Sharingan while we're at it," Naruto told them. Both nodded as they charged at Naruto with the intent to kill him. Kiba and Haku turned fast as they heard the clash and noises of Naruto's swords as they saw the brief flashes of fire and lightning as they turned back to their own training. 1 hour later, Naruto returned to the field to see some of the tree torn with Kiba huffing and a frozen pond with Haku smirking at the accomplishment. Naruto breathed heavily as he sheathed his swords as he saw his clone return with the Fuinjutsu book. Naruto smirked as he dispelled the clone. Kasumi took the time to improve her stamina as she ran around the training field doing some tiring laps. Naruto sat on a tree as he opened the book. Naruto soon called Kyuubi as she took a look at the book through Naruto's eyes. Kyuubi sighed as she saw enough. "Naruto-kun, return the book. These people know nothing about true Fuinjutsu. Come to your mindscape. I will teach the real way to you," Kyuubi told him. Naruto nodded as he sat in a meditative pose and closed his eyes. Naruto appeared in his mindscape as he saw Kyuubi sitting under a branch as she looked over the scenery. Naruto walked over to her as he sat down next to her. "Nice to see you, Kyuubi-chan," Naruto said to her. Kyuubi chuckled with a nod as she gave Naruto a quick kiss on his cheek. "Nice to see you too, Naruto-kun. Now let's begin," Kyuubi told him. Naruto's eyes immediately burned with determination as he and Kyuubi sat under the cherry blossom tree. "Alright, Naruto-kun. Fuinjutsu is definitely the hardest thing for a shinobi to master, as it takes careful concentration and effort that not many people want to put into. That's why there aren't many seal masters. Your father was one of them, as he was considered the greatest seal master of his time. Alright, Naruto-kun. Channel first, you must write a precise kanji on the paper in front of you. It takes careful strokes to do so. Penmanship is important," Kyuubi told him. Naruto nodded with a smile as he grabbed a pen and a piece of paper. Kyuubi looked over his shoulder as he tried to make the precise kanji that she told him about. Naruto finished as he placed a kunai over the paper as he channeled chakra into it. Naruto and Kyuubi covered their eyes as they saw a small poof and noticed that the kunai was gone. Kyuubi smiled at the act while Naruto turned to Kyuubi for an answer on the matter. "Not bad, Naruto-kun. It's not perfect, but it's quite good. You just made your first storage seal. There are seals that range from storage to combat to sealing. It's quite an extensive collection. For storage, you simply have to write the name of the item you want to seal and apply chakra to it. However, you should probably know that storage seals must have limits. If you constantly seal things, then the dimension space will shatter and all your stuff will be destroyed with it," Kyuubi told him. Naruto took note of her words as he held up a confused face. "So how do I know when the seal has too much inside it?" Naruto asked her. Kyuubi chuckled as she pointed towards the paper. Naruto looked to see a small tear on the paper as he got a confused face again. "Each time you seal something into the paper will eventually tear into smaller pieces until it is destroyed. Of course, this also depends on the type of ink and paper you use. You simply use a single stand of paper. Ordinary paper can hold only 15 things inside it until it tears. There is paper made for shinobi who use seals. That type of paper can hold countless things, but it's better for you to just buy the blank scrolls instead of trying to make your own," Kyuubi said to him. Naruto nodded at the new information as he exited his mindscape for a second. Naruto opened his eyes and squinted them slightly due to the sudden brightness of sunlight as he stood up. Naruto made a quick cage bunshin and told it to go to the store and buy some storage seals along with kunai that had seals on them also. The clone nodded as it shunshined to the appropriate store. Naruto turned to see Haku resting on the ground along with Kiba, but suddenly gripped his head as the memories of the genjutsu training came into view. Naruto widened his eyes as he mentally chuckled to Kyuubi. "Your genjutsu techniques are scary, Kyuubi-chan," Naruto told her. Kyuubi chuckled as she decided to train in the dojo Naruto made for her. "It comes with the title of strongest Biju, Naruto-kun," Kyuubi told him with an innocent chuckle. Naruto sighed with a nod as he saw his clone appear and handed him a ton of scrolls that it got from the store. Naruto thanked the clone as he dispelled it and tried his hand at the various sealing techniques that Kyuubi taught him currently. Naruto soon turned his head as he saw Kasumi finish her run as she slowly climbed onto Naruto's lap and went to sleep. "Overexerted yourself, didn't you?" Naruto asked as Kasumi smacked his side with her tail, much to Naruto's amusement. "I sure did, Naruto-sama, but don't worry. I'll be ready when your sensei arrives," Kasumi said as she went to sleep. Naruto chuckled as he went over the seals that he got. Kyuubi began her lengthy introduction into the different type of scrolls along with the type of seals that would best suit Naruto. Needless to say, Naruto was nearly getting a headache from the information. 1 hour later, Kakashi appeared on top of one of the 3 log posts as he looked to see his team on the ground exhausted. Kakashi's sweat dropped as he saw Haku struggle to open her eyes. Kakashi gave her an eye smile, but stopped as he met her gaze. "You're late," Haku said in a threatening tone. Kakashi nodded as he rubbed the back of his head. Kakashi approached the ice user as he brought her up. "Sorry about that. I saw a strange bird and..." Kakashi stopped as he dodged a fire sword and turned his head to see Naruto with his hand extended. Kakashi turned to see Kiba up also as all 3 genin took soldier pills. "Forget lessons today. I just need to hit something right now. Besides, to get experience you should challenge stronger people," Naruto yelled as he and Kasumi charged at Kakashi. Kiba and Akamaru followed Naruto in Kasumi's lead as Haku took out her sword as all 3 charged to stun Kakashi. Kakashi gasped as he saw the fury in all 3 of their eyes as they neared him. "Maybe I should stop going to the stone. I don't think I will live long enough to even feel my regret anymore," Kakashi thought as he took a defensive stance as his pissed-off genin caught up to him with all intents of sending the man to his grave. At the Hokage mansion, Tsume was currently in the room with Sarutobi as the man had a shocked face at the request Tsume just made of him. Tsume, are you sure you want to do that? You don't really have to, Sarutobi told her. Tsume gave a small smile, but nodded as she placed a hand on her hip. Yes, I do. I have a feeling it will be fun, Tsume told him. Sarutobi sighed, but nodded as Tsume walked out of the room. Sarutobi sighed again as he looked out the window. I guess I will need to up the security for the next month, he said to himself as he turned around and stared at the enormous stack of paperwork as his face paled. How the hell do you get rid of this thing? Sarutobi wondered as he sat back down and handled the paperwork. Back with Team 7, 3 hours later. Kakashi sweat dropped as he looked at the tired form of his genin as they were all on the ground huffing. Kakashi walked a bit closer to them, but was soon flashed a kai from all three that told him to back away fast. Kakashi slightly trembled, but steeled his nerve as he had the gall to take out his orange book and read as he backed away. Naruto dropped his jaw as he clenched his swords in irritation. I'm gonna burn that book, Naruto yelled as he rushed back at Kakashi. Kakashi countered with a shunshin as Naruto slashed a tree with his lightning sword. Naruto's head grew a giant tick mark as he swore to the heavens that he would finish off the person who made the accursed book. Naruto sighed as he turned back to his teammates. I guess that's training then. We have been out here for 5 hours. Let's go, Naruto said to them. Both nodded in agreement as they left the training ground. Unknown to them, Kakashi appeared on a tree branch as he had a smile on his face. To think they would train before I even got here. Those three are scary, Kakashi said as he left in a poof of smoke to go somewhere else. Naruto, Kiba, and Haku smirked as they walked into town after their fierce day of training. We're gonna get stronger, aren't we? Kiba asked them. Naruto smirked along with Haku as they headed to a random location. Of course, Kiba, we are going to get much stronger. I know we can, Naruto said to him. Kiba nodded with a smirk along with Haku as the three walked off into the distance. 1 month later, Naruto, Kiba, and Haku stood on the posts of the training field as they had their eyes closed as if they were concentrating hard on something. All three looked at the three fast-moving clones of Kakashi as Naruto slightly opened his eyes. Go, Naruto simply said. Haku smirked as she opened her eyes and charged at one of the three clones while doing a quick flash of hand signs. Hayaten, Hairu Hayo no Haka. Haku yelled as she slammed the ground, causing multiple ice spikes to erupt around the field. All Kakashi clones gasped as they avoided the random ice spikes. One clone was unfortunate as it was decapitated by the ice. Haku smirked as the other clones charged at her. Haku did more hand signs as the ice shattered, causing a thick cloud of mist to envelop the field. Haku went through the hand signs again as her mirrors formed. Hayaten, Makayo Hayoso. Haku yelled as she trapped the entire field in several giant ice mirrors, trapping the two remaining clones inside. Haku slightly huffed at the extended use of jutsus, but smirked as Naruto and Kiba jumped into the mirrors as Haku did the last of her hand signs. Hayaten, Haiwaro no Jutsu. Haku yelled as the mirrors grew smaller and clung together, leaving no escape at all for the clones. Let's go, Kiba, Naruto told him. Kiba nodded as both got more feral as they charged the clones. There is no escape. Futego no Gatsuga, Naruto and Kiba yelled as they unleashed the chaos in the walls. Due to the restricted movement, the Kakashi clones could do nothing as Naruto and Kiba teared at the ice walls. Soon Haku dispelled the technique as Naruto and Kiba emerged. Kakashi appeared in front of all three and smiled. Well, it appears that the collaboration jutsu between all of you worked out after all, Kakashi said to them. Haku, Naruto, and Kiba nodded with a few smiles as they looked at the time. Well, Kakashi-sensei, it's time for us to go, Naruto told him. Kakashi nodded as he disappeared in a puff of smoke. Naruto, Kiba, and Haku smiled at each other as they walked out of the training field. Everyone took one more look back as they saw the destroyed field. Things are going to change, aren't they? Kiba asked them. Naruto chuckled with a nod as Haku toyed with a new senden. Yep, they are also going to get interesting, Naruto told them. Both nodded as they entered the streets of Konoha. Team 7 smiled as they talked about their training over the past month, but could only chuckle as they saw the streets of Konoha filled with so many people coming to watch the Chunin exams take place. Naruto turned his head to see some genin shinobi along with their Jonin sensei as they looked over the village and its features. Hey, put me down, someone yelled as Team 7 turned their heads to see a person who looked like a clown along with a girl with a fan on her back as the team walked over to the situation. Kenkuro, put the damn kid down. Don't get us in trouble already. We aren't in Suna, the girl said to the clown boy. Shut it, Temari. I'm going to teach this brat to respect his superiors, Kenkuro said as he swung his fist at the kid, but stopped as a rock hit his head. Kankuro turned his head to see Sasuke in a tree with a smile as Naruto and his group came into view. Nice shot, Sasuke-chan. Your accuracy has improved over the month, Naruto told him. Sasuke narrowed his eyes at Naruto, but turned back to the two Suna genin. What are you doing here in Konoha? Answer me, Sasuke demanded. Kankuro and Temari smirked while Naruto, Haku, and Kiba face-palmed themselves. It's the Chunin exams, Uchiha. I'm sure you're taking it also, aren't you? Naruto told him. Sasuke narrowed his eyes, but nodded as Naruto shifted his eyes. I think your chakra detection might need some work though, Naruto said as Sasuke turned his head to see a red-haired boy with a gourd on the tree with him. Kankuro, stop this nonsense at once. You're a disgrace to Suna, the boy said to him. Kankuro suddenly flinched as he dropped the kid to the ground. But Gaara, shut up or I'll kill you, Gaara said to him. Sasuke soon let out a punch, but missed as the Suna kid sunshined in an array of sand only to appear at the bottom between his two teammates. Sorry for the trouble, what's your name? Gaara asked. Sasuke smirked as he stepped forward. I am Sasuke Yu. I wasn't talking to you. I mean the blonde whose blood mother craves, Gaara said as Naruto smirked while he stepped forward. It's a sign of politeness to give your own name before asking for someone else's, Naruto told him. Gaara narrowed his eyes at Naruto, but got back to his emotionless face. I am Sabaku no Gaara. Now who are you? Gaara asked him. Naruto sighed as he rubbed the back of his head. I am Naruto Uzumaki, Naruto told him. Gaara nodded as he turned to leave with his teammates. Mother will have your blood, Naruto Uzumaki, Gaara said as he walked away. Naruto quirked up an eyebrow as he formed a link to his beloved Kyuubi. Kyuubi-chan, you know anything about him at all? Naruto asked her. Kyuubi adopted a thinking pose, but nodded soon enough. I don't know the kid personally, Naruto-kun, but I know he's the Jinchuriki of the Ikabai no Shukaku. Then, Shukaku always was a crazy bastard, Kyuubi told him with a smile. Naruto chuckled as he knew that these Chunin exams would start to get interesting. Sasuke, meanwhile, seethed at being ignored as he stomped off to go register for the exams. Haku and Kiba walked up to Naruto as they broke him from his daze. Ready to go, Naruto-kun? Haku asked him. Naruto turned to her and smiled with a nod as the three genin walked off. All three made it to the building as they saw a bunch of kids lined up at the door. Naruto looked at the number and sighed as he and his team passed all the kids unnoticed. Soon a boy wearing a green spandex outfit with big eyebrows got pushed to the ground as his female teammate helped him. Please let us through, we have to take the exams, the girl said to the two kids blocking the door. Both kids smirked as they looked at the girl and her teammate. Get out of here, weakling. We are saving all you genin from the terror of the Chunin exams, a kid said as he blocked the door along with his partner. Said partner smirked as he looked at Naruto's group pass by everyone. Finally someone gets it, he said as both looked to see Sasuke with two random teammates approach. Drop the damn Genjutsu. This is the second floor. Everyone still needs to go up a floor, Sasuke said with an arrogant smirk as he heard the understood nods from nearly all the genin. One of the kids pointed to Naruto's group as everyone stared at them. Maybe you should follow them then, as they seem to know it a lot more than you do, Uchiha, the boy said as Sasuke seethed at Naruto. Great Sasuke, that's more work for you. You really need to keep your mouth shut at times, Naruto told him. Some people snickered while Naruto and his team walked off. Soon Team 7 made it to the door as Naruto opened the door as they were flashed a level of kai from the rest of the crowd. Naruto had a bored expression on his face along with his teammates as they looked to see the others walking towards them. Hey Naruto, you're here? Shikamaru said as he patted Naruto on the shoulder. Of course I'm here, Shikamaru, but to you that might be troublesome, Naruto told him. Shikamaru scratched the back of his head with a sigh and a nod as teammate came into the room. Sakura instantly glared at Ino as the two girls dueled against each other as they butted their heads at each other. Naruto, Haku, and Kiba shook their heads along with Shikamaru, Choji, Hinata, and Shino as Sasuke's team entered. Sakura and Ino stopped their glaring as they both crashed into Sasuke as they squealed. Hi Sasuke-kun, they both said to him. Sasuke huffed in annoyance as a silver-haired boy appeared. You're all quite dense, aren't you? Can't you see how tense everyone is? He asked them as everyone chilled from the looks of frustrated genin, except for Naruto's team. Who the hell are you? Sasuke said to him. Kabuto smirked as he adjusted his glasses. I am Kabuto Yakashi. I'm also entering the Chunin exams. I have information on nearly everyone here. I thought I might help the rookies out a bit, Kabuto said to them. Sasuke's eyes gleamed while Naruto glared at the man. Naruto turned to his teammates and brought their attention to him. Something's not right here. Haku-chan, Kiba, keep your eyes open. That guy is hiding something, but I don't know what, Naruto told them. Haku and Kiba nodded as they turned back to see Sasuke talking to the man. I want to see Sabaku no Gaara, Rock Lee and Naruto Uzumaki, Sasuke said to him. Naruto quirked up an eyebrow at Sasuke's mention of his name, but settled for nothing else. All you know their names. That's no fun, Kabuto said as he drew the 3 cards. Naruto and his team moved in a bit closer as they tried to hear. Let's see, Sabaku no Gaara. His teammates are Sabaku no Temari and Sabaku no Kenkuro. He has completed 11D ranks, 3 degrees Celsius ranks, 2B ranks, and, wow, 3A ranks. Apparently he hasn't gotten a scratch on him in any of his missions, Kabuto said, surprising all the genin, while Team 7 raised their eyebrows slightly. Next is Rock Lee. His teammates are Tenten Higurashi and Neji Hyuga. He has completed 11D rank missions and 3 degrees Celsius rank missions. His Taijutsu is considered the best out of any genin, Kabuto told them. Sasuke smirked as he now found the reason behind something that seemed important to him. Next is Naruto Uzumaki, Kabuto said. Naruto sighed as he stepped forward for this one. His teammates, Kabuto stopped as Naruto took the card from his hand. Naruto scanned the information as he found nearly a good percentage of it to be true. Naruto narrowed his eyes as he ripped the card into pieces and threw the card in the trash, much to Sasuke's irritation. Why did you do that, dope? Sasuke asked him. Naruto smirked as he turned to Sasuke. It's none of your business what my stats are, Uchiha. And you, Kabuto, tell me, how did you find out about such secret information that only our Hokage should know? Naruto asked him. Kabuto faltered for a second, but smirked as a guy in a bandana appeared in the room. Alright, sit your asses down and shut the hell up. I am Ibiki, your proctor, and welcome to the gates of hell, Ibiki said, startling most of the genin. Naruto smirked as his team turned to Ibiki. Soon everyone sat down as they all awaited his answers. Alright, we will now begin the written test. There is to be no cheating. If you are caught cheating, you will be deducted points from your score. Anyone who is caught 5 times would fail automatically, Ibiki told them. What, how the hell is that fair? Sakura yelled. Ibiki's Kai flared as he turned to her. Nothing in life is fair, now shut your damn mouth and sit back down. After the written test, there will be a 10th question. I suggest you try to stay alive until that time, Ibiki told them. Naruto smirked as he made a small ice mirror and reflected the light at Kiba and Haku. Both saw Naruto moved his hands in a code that both caught. Understood Naruto, they both thought as they got his message. Ibiki stared at everyone as he smirked. Begin, he yelled as the clock ticked. Everyone began as Naruto looked to his right to see Sasuke flash his Sharingan as he obviously followed the stroking pattern of the person in front of him. Naruto smirked as he used his ice mirror to see Haku using her ice release to make mirrors as she copied the answers from people onto her paper. Kiba used Akamaru to spot the answers off of other people. Naruto smirked as he called for Kyuubi. Kyuubi-chan, mind helping me cheat? Naruto asked her. Kyuubi smirked with a nod as she shrugged her shoulders. Sure, Naruto-kun, it's for a good cause anyway, Kyuubi said to him with a soft smile. Naruto chuckled with a nod as Kyuubi gave him the required answers to the problems on his paper. Time passed as Ibiki smirked. Number 65 fail. Numbers 45 and 23 fail, Ibiki said as the team left. 5 more teams were caught as the time was up. Alright, stop writing. Now is the time for the 10th question. But first I want to know if you want to attempt to answer the question or not, Ibiki said, which raised a few eyebrows. What happens if we don't answer the question? Temari asked him. Well, you fail, but should you answer the question and get it wrong? Well, you will never make it past Genin, Ibiki told them. Naruto narrowed his eyes while Sakura slammed her hands on the table. That's insanity. You can't decide that, Sakura yelled. Ibiki threw a kunai as it passed her hair, startling the pink banshee. I said shut up. My exam, my rules. You're just unlucky to have me for a proctor, Ibiki said to them. Ibiki saw several hands go up as the people exited the room. Anyone else? Ibiki asked them. Hinata wanted to raise her hand, but Naruto placed his over hers as he turned to her and shook his head. Ibiki looked around one more time and smiled. Good job. You all pass, Ibiki said, causing everyone to gasp and question him. Ibiki chuckled as he looked at them. How did we pass? We didn't get the question, Kenkuro said to him. That was the 10th question. It was to test your resolve in wanting to become Chunin. The other questions were to test your information gathering skills. Those who got caught failed the test. There are times when a shinobi can't choose his missions and must lead others into hostile territory. Those who wish to save the lives of their men and fight another day aren't shinobi, at least not to me they aren't, Ibiki said to everyone. Naruto smirked along with his team as all the rookie 9 passed the first part. Soon a ball of cloth bursted into the room as 2 kunai hit the ceiling and 2 other hit the ground holding up a banner. Hey maggots, I am the second proctor for the exam, the beautiful and sexy Anko Midarashi. You haven't witnessed anything yet. Now follow me and let's go, Anko said as she pumped a fist in the air. Everyone in the room's sweat dropped as Ibiki appeared from behind the curtain. You're early again, he said as Anko's sweat dropped. Soon someone else came through the giant hole in the window as she smirked. Anko, you sure know how to cause a scene, don't you? The person asked. Anko smirked as she turned to her exam proctor partner. Come on, Tsume, you have to live a little, Anko said to her. Naruto, Kiba, and Haku along with everyone else turned their heads fast to see Tsume walking along with Kuramaru. I am the partner proctor for the second exam. Tsume and Yuzuka, it's time to begin the next portion of your exam, Tsume said to everyone. Naruto smirked along with his team as he and Tsume locked eyes for a second. Tsume smirked as she winked at Naruto, which caused the blonde to blush. What the hell, Ibiki? 76 people made it. You're getting old, Anko told him. Ibiki smirked as he looked at the Chunin candidates. Or we have a strong crop this year, he told her. Anko smirked as she looked at everyone. Well, it doesn't matter. When me and Tsume are done, more than half of this group will be dead, Anko said as she startled everyone. Follow us to training ground number 44. We will begin there, Tsume said as she and Anko left. Naruto and his team got up as they turned to everyone else. Well, get your asses in gear and let's go, Naruto said to them as he, Haku, and Kiba left. Everyone followed out as Ibiki collected the papers. Ibiki stopped as he saw a note on Naruto's paper. To Ibiki, there is something off about that Konoha nin, Kabuto Yakashi. He has an ominous chakra and Kasumi-chan said that he smells of snakes. He has information that he should have about the shinobi of our village. Please run it by Jiji Aka Hokage-sama. That is all. Chunin candidate. Naruto Uzumaki, the note said. Ibiki narrowed his eyes as he took the note. Not bad, Naruto Uzumaki. Now I will go run this to Hokage-sama, Ibiki said to himself as he shunshined to meet with the Hokage about the issue that had just come to light thanks to Naruto. Naruto and the rest of his team left the examination room as they followed Tsume and Anko to the site of the next exam. Naruto could tell that the next part would be interesting as he turned his head to see that most of the competitors were far behind them. Naruto recalled his note to Ibiki, hoping the man would inform his Jiji. Naruto could sense something was wrong, but he didn't know what it was. Tsume and Anko landed in front of the gates in no time, waiting for everyone to catch up. Well, Tsume, I was surprised that you wanted to help proctor the Chunin exams, Anko told her. Tsume smirked with a nod as she sat down and leaned on the fence of the training ground. It's nothing, Anko. I just decided to have a little fun with our new contestants, Tsume said to her as she gave a small chuckle. Anko gave her a suspicious look and a smile that indicated she was curious about Tsume's true intentions. Anko decided to let go of her curiosity as the two proctors felt the arrival of one team, which made Anko gasp at how fast they were and caused Tsume to chuckle. Naruto and his team were the first to arrive at the site, looking at their proctors. Tsume and Naruto exchanged a small glance at each other as small smiles came across their faces. Naruto turned back to his teammates as they decided to wait for the rest of the competitors to arrive to the site. So what do you think this part of the exam is about? Haku asked them as she stared at the giant forest just past the fence. Naruto and Kiba took note of her question and turned to look at the forest also. Kiba, for all his life, couldn't answer Haku's question as both turned to Naruto to see if he had anything. Naruto simply opened his jacket as Kasumi came out and landed on his lap. Naruto softly petted her fur as if pondering something. This might be a survival type of thing. The first part was practical and this leaves us to test our wits. I'm not sure, I could be wrong, but that's what I think, Naruto told them. Haku and Kiba nodded, but could feel something ominous about the place. It seemed like the place literally called for the death of those who entered into it. It frightened Haku slightly, but having spent so much time with Zabuza made it bearable. While the proctors and Team 7 sat in silence, everyone got back up as they felt the other teams near the site. After another 3 minutes, all teams filed in as Team 7 mingled into the crowd. Anko and Tsume smirked as they turned to each other and decided to begin. All maggots, this is the next place for your exam. This is one of our most brutal training grounds. Training ground number 44, or as we like to call it, the Forest of Death, Anko said, unnerving most of the genin. Naruto narrowed his eyes as Anko and Tsume took out some forms and passed them all out. Before you begin, you must all sign these forms, Anko said to them. Tsume passed all the forms out as everyone looked at them in confusion of what the purpose to the forms were. Why do we need to sign these forms? Someone asked the snake mistress. As she turned to face them, Anko smirked. These are waivers. They state that Konoha is not responsible for your deaths should you sign these. It's used to avoid war among the nations, Anko explained. The majority of the genin stiffened at that explanation, but nodded as everyone took their time signing the forms. After a few minutes, Tsume and Anko collected the forms as they began their explanation. The primary goal of this exam is to get to the center of the forest where there is a tower, Anko said, pulling out 2 scrolls, a heaven scroll and an earth scroll. Everyone kept an eye on the individual scrolls as Tsume continued where Anko had left off. Each team will be given one of the 2 scrolls. Teams will then engage in combat over the scrolls as one team must have both the heaven scroll and the earth scroll. You must reach the tower in a span of 5 days. If you don't die, then you forfeit. Try to stay alive, Tsume said as everyone turned their heads to see someone whine. No, what will we do for food? I can't not eat for 5 days straight, Choji yelled as most of the exam participants chuckled. Tsume twitched her eyebrow slightly at the boy, but Anko spoke before she could reply. Calm down, Gaki, there are numerous edible plants in the forest. Of course they also think you're delicious also, Anko said as everyone's sweat dropped. Tsume nodded as she continued. The exam will begin in 10 minutes. Get yourselves situated in that time, Tsume said as Naruto turned to his team. Everyone was ecstatic about it as Naruto opened his mouth. Alright, this is going to be fun. Let's show them how Team 7 does things, Naruto told them. Haku nodded along with Kiba as Naruto turned around. Naruto narrowed his eyes as he turned his head to avoid a kunai aimed at his cheek, while Anko appeared behind him and licked his cheek, much to Tsume's annoyance. Acting confident will get you killed, Gaki, though your blood is quite good, Anko told him. Naruto smirked as he had a kunai in his hand and licked the top part of it as Anko raised an eyebrow at the action. Yours isn't so bad either, Anko-chan, Naruto told her. Anko narrowed her eyes as she saw a small cut across her collarbone area. Anko smirked along with Naruto as her curiosity of him was raised. Anko swung the kunai back to a person with a long tongue who was holding the previously thrown kunai. Sorry, I just wanted to return your kunai, the woman said to Anko. Anko nodded with a smile as she put the kunai away. Thank you, but don't try to sneak up on me. I could have killed you, Anko told her. Naruto narrowed his eyes at the supposed woman as she nodded. When Naruto and Kyuubi decided to talk, they formed a bond. Kyuubi-chan, do you feel something off about this woman? Naruto asked her. Kyuubi fixed her gaze on the woman Naruto was referring to. Kyuubi narrowed her eyes at the woman as she adopted a thinking pose. Naruto-kun, stay away from her. I can feel a malicious level of chakra from her. I doubt she's even human anymore, Kyuubi told him. Naruto took her warning and gave a quick thank you as he cut the connection. Naruto looked to see Anko back with Tsume as the 10 minutes quickly passed. Naruto and his team lined up to their appropriate gate as they waited for the signal. Tsume and Anko looked the genin over with Tsume paying specific attention to Naruto and his group. Tsume chuckled as she saw Naruto gave her a small smile as he winked at her. Tsume slightly blushed as Anko waved her hand. Begin, Anko yelled. As all teams scattered into the forest, the gates swung open. Naruto smirked as he jumped to the trees with Kiba and Haku as they ran through the forest to find their targets. Alright, we have to get this done. Kiba and I are good trackers and Haku-chan is perfect for assassination. Kiba will find the enemies and Haku will dispose of them. Unless we have a different situation, we will go with that plan of attack, Naruto told them. Kiba and Haku agreed as they decided to begin their exam. With Tsume and Anko, both continued to stay outside the gates as they heard some of the various screams from the participants of the exams. Sounds like people are getting eliminated now, Anko said to Tsume. Tsume gave a laugh as they heard another scream. I guess they don't have what it takes, Tsume responded to her partner. Anko smirked with a laugh of her own, but both were interrupted as they saw a team of a NBU arrive to the scene. Anko Mitarashi, Tsume and Yuzuka, we found something disturbing. We found 3 bodies out in the field, one of them said to her. Anko shrugged her shoulders along with Tsume as they looked at the ANBU. So, it's an exam. There will undoubtedly be a few bodies discovered throughout the exams, Tsume explained. The ANBU shook their heads as Tsume and Anko turned to each other. The ANBU told the 2 women to follow them as both sighed. They didn't know what was going on, but if it warranted the ANBU's suspicions, then it was worth looking into. After 12 minutes of running, everyone arrived at 3 bodies on the ground, as Anko trembled and Tsume narrowed her eyes. To their faces, they're gone, Tsume said as Anko knelt on the ground and examined the bodies. We found them about a half hour ago, and we're not sure what caused it, one of them told the proctors. Anko knew and it made her shiver at the thought of him being in the exam. Anko stood up fast as she turned to the ANBU. Alert Hokage-sama now. Sume, come with me, we are about to have some trouble, Anko told her in a serious expression that told Sume to obey, and not ask questions and just follow. Sume nodded fast as the ANBU vanished, and the two women ran through the gates and into the forest as they searched for their target. Anko, who are we searching for? Sume asked as she wanted to be able to pinpoint their target with her smell. Anko cursed as she gritted her teeth in irritation. Sume, we are going to find Orochimaru. I think he has infiltrated the exams, Anko said, shocking Sume. Sume also knew about Orochimaru as he was someone that all Chunin and Jonin had to know about. Sume cursed, because she didn't want to deal with this right now. Both women vanished into the forest as they searched for the snake Sannin. Naruto, Haku, and Kiba are present. Team 7 continued to run through the trees as they spotted their first targets. Naruto narrowed his eyes as he saw the Iwa headband on their heads. Naruto gradually recalled his father and the battles he had witnessed with the nation of Iwa. As he turned to face Haku and Kiba, Naruto smirked. Alright, we have a heaven scroll. It'd be quite fun if Iwa had an earth scroll, Naruto told them. Haku and Kiba nodded as Naruto and Kiba jumped out of the trees and landed in front of the Iwa genin, surprising them. All three genin got up and readied their kunai as Naruto and Kiba walked up to them. Alright, make this easy on yourselves and just tell me what kind of scroll you have, Naruto said to them. One of the genin walked in front of the other two with a smirk on his face as he looked at Naruto. Naruto smirked as he walked forward a bit also. We have an earth scroll, so what are you going to do? He asked Naruto. Naruto smirked as he set Kasumi on the ground. Kiba did the same with Akamaru. All three Iwa genin narrowed their eyes as they took out their kunai. Naruto gave a foxy grin as he turned to them. Well, that puts us at a very big disagreement. Just give me the scroll and I won't have to hurt you, Naruto told them. All three genin chuckled as Naruto and Kiba channeled chakra to their bodies as Kiba became more feral and red chakra swirled around Naruto. All three genin stopped laughing as Naruto got on all four along with Kiba. Kasumi jumped on top of Naruto as Akamaru did the same to Kiba. Both ran at the three genin as they decided to end this quickly. Naruto threw out 5 smoke bombs as Kiba and Akamaru tore up the smoke and those inside. Naruto smirked as Kasumi ran forward to assist Kiba and Akamaru as Naruto flashed a series of hand signs. Katen, Kitsune and Dan, Naruto yelled as he sent the flame fox at the mist. Kiba, Akamaru and Kasumi got out of the way in time as the smoke exploded from the fire while Naruto smirked at his work. Kiba returned to Naruto as they turned to see the three genin had escaped in time. Not bad for Konoha trash. Now let us show you the power of Iwa, one of them said as all three went through hand signs. Naruto took out his 2 swords as Kiba awaited for the jutsu to be called. The jutsu was not called, however, because all three genin fell to the ground. Naruto chuckled as he saw 3 senbon sticking out of the necks of the genin. Naruto turned to a tree branch and smiled. Nicely done, Haku-chan, Naruto told her. Haku soon appeared next to Naruto and Kiba as she looked at the genin. Nothing to it, Naruto-kun. Now let's go, Haku said as Kiba took the scroll from the leader's pocket and gave it to Naruto. Naruto took the scroll into his pouch as he gave the heaven's scroll to Haku. Naruto sealed the small scroll into one of his scrolls as Haku did the same. Alright, we have completed our objective. Let's get out of here, Naruto told them. Kiba and Haku nodded as they took to the trees again and left the 3 Iwa genin indisposed. Naruto, Haku, and Kiba continued to race through the trees, filled with pride at their accomplishments as they made their way to the center of the forest in order to arrive at the tower on time. Naruto turned his head to see Kiba with a big smile across his face as Naruto smiled. Naruto turned to Haku, who also had a smile on her face. Everyone was in high spirits, but Naruto narrowed his eyes as he yelled, "Kiba, Haku-chan, look out." Naruto yelled as a gust of wind came and blew everyone back. Haku and Kiba hit the tree stumps while Naruto applied chakra to his feet and withstood the onslaught of the wind. As the team regrouped on a nearby tree branch, the winds died down. What the hell was that? Kiba asked as Naruto gathered chakra to his nose. Naruto smelled the air as he turned to his left. That wasn't natural. That was a jutsu and I smell Sasuke. He's fighting against someone else and losing badly, Naruto said as Kiba and Haku narrowed their eyes. Everyone felt the ominous chakra coming from the place as Naruto sighed. I might as well assist the team, Naruto told them. Haku and Kiba sighed with nods as Naruto gave his scroll to Kiba. You two go to the tower and wait for me there. I promise not to be long, Naruto told them. Both complained, but Naruto remained firm as Haku and Kiba reluctantly left. Naruto turned to the direction of the destroyed forest and ran to the cause along with Kasumi. Naruto-kun, please be careful. I think this might be a bad idea, Kyuubi told him. Naruto nodded that he would be careful as he and Kasumi rushed along the trail to find out the source of the destruction. After 3 minutes of running, Naruto and Kasumi looked over the field and saw that it was completely battered. Naruto saw Sasuke's teammates unconscious on the ground as he saw Sasuke on the ground trembling. "What the hell happened to you, Sasuke?" Naruto inquired. Sasuke managed to turn his head to see Naruto as his eyes got back their light. "That Kyusa Genin. He isn't normal," Sasuke said as he fell to the floor in pain. Naruto turned his head to see the person walking up to them. Naruto narrowed his eyes. The man walked closer and closer. Well, if it isn't the Kyuubi brat, are you going to interfere with my conquest?" the man said to him. As they faced the Sannin Orochimaru, Naruto cursed his luck and Sasuke's luck. Orochimaru, S-ranked missing nin from Konoha, wanted for many crimes ranging from unlawful experimentation to kidnapping of innocent people, known to target little boys, Naruto said, with the last one being a joke. Orochimaru raised an eyebrow as Naruto drew his 2 swords. The fire and lightning swords flared as Orochimaru took out his own sword. "Well, it seems that I have some entertainment," Orochimaru said as Naruto and Kasumi charged at him. Orochimaru smirked as his sword clashed with Naruto. Naruto clenched his teeth as he attempted to match Orochimaru's incredible power. Naruto cursed as he saw Orochimaru disappear before kicking him into a nearby tree. Naruto cursed his pain as he slowly exited the tree. "Might as well see how I can keep up with him," Naruto said as his eyes flared with the Sharingan. Orochimaru exclaimed when he saw Naruto holding the Sharingan. Orochimaru chuckled with a sinister smile as Naruto looked at him like he was insane. "Hyukuku, so little Naruto also has the Sharingan," Orochimaru said as he extended his neck to strike Naruto. Naruto narrowed his eyes as he managed to dodge the neck strike and backflipped onto a tree branch. "How the hell is this guy even here? Where the hell is the Anbu when you need them?" Naruto wondered, trying to come up with a plan. Naruto smirked as he made a cage bunshin and went through his hand signs and yelled, "Katen, Karyu and Dan no Jutsu," Naruto yelled as he sent the fire towards Orochimaru. As it yelled, the bunshin quickly went through its own hand signs. "Futen, Daidappa," the clone yelled as the wind picked up and was launched at Orochimaru. Orochimaru smirked as Naruto continued to prove his worth. Thanks to the wind, the fire grew much bigger as a giant explosion engulfed the entire field. Naruto and Kasumi looked around as they couldn't find Orochimaru anywhere. "Naruto-sama, is he down?" Kasumi asked him. Naruto sighed and turned to face Kasumi. "No, Kasumi-chan, he isn't. Worse, this is becoming dangerous, and I don't have the chakra to keep up with him right now," Naruto explained. As Orochimaru approached Naruto, Kasumi nodded. Naruto managed to react in time as he blocked Orochimaru's sword. "Excellent, Naruto-kun. Show me the power of the Kyuubi. Show me all of your tricks," Orochimaru said to him. Naruto smirked as Orochimaru turned to see Kasumi in a TSGA after hitting Orochimaru into a tree. Naruto thanked Kasumi as he brought both his swords back. The fire and lightning flared again as Naruto swung them at Orochimaru. "Kaminari no Yona Higamoru," Naruto yelled as he sent multiple slashes that alternated from lightning and fire at Orochimaru as he swung fast and hard with the intent of destroying his target. Soon the tree behind Orochimaru broke as it fell to the ground. Naruto's technique came to a halt as he collapsed to the ground, exhausted. Naruto cursed as he felt a slight burning from his swords as his arms went numb. Naruto turned his head to see Kasumi exhausted also as they dropped to the ground. Naruto exclaimed as he sensed Orochimaru's presence behind him. Naruto cursed as he saw Orochimaru clapping. "Wonderful, Naruto-kun. You have exceeded my expectations. Here is a little gift from me to you. You will seek me out for power and I can't wait till you do," Orochimaru said as he bit Naruto's neck. Naruto screamed out as 3 tomos appeared on his lower neck. Naruto fell to the ground as Orochimaru left. Naruto began to lose his consciousness as he passed out from the exhaustion. Naruto's mindscape. Naruto opened his eyes to see a swarm of snakes surrounding the shrine he had built for Kyuubi. Naruto turned to see Kyuubi fighting with the main snake as Naruto got up. "Naruto-kun, you really know how to worry a girl. Will you please destroy this thing with me? I'm already here. I don't need any more people in here. It'll get crowded," Kyuubi said. Naruto smirked with a nod as he turned to the big snake. Naruto materialized his fire sword as he pointed it at the snake. "Sorry, but only Kyuubi-chan is allowed in here. So for me and her," Naruto said as his sword flared. Kyuubi added a bit of chakra to the sword as Naruto swung it at the snake. "Get out," Naruto yelled as he sent a massive fire slash at the snake, burning it in half. The snake writhed in pain, but dropped dead as it fell to the ground. Naruto and Kyuubi stayed in the mindscape as Kyuubi slightly smacked Naruto on the head, causing him to smile. "I said be careful, Naruto-kun. Do you know what would happen if I lost you?" Don't let me lose you, Kyuubi told him with a smile on her face. Naruto nodded with a smile as he crashed into Kyuubi's chest. Kyuubi ruffled his blonde hair as Naruto surprised her with a kiss, which she gratefully accepted. Kyuubi wrapped her slender arms around Naruto as Naruto's hands roamed her soft red hair. Naruto and Kyuubi kissed softly, and Naruto smiled. I'm very sorry, Kyuubi-chan. I didn't mean to worry you like that on purpose, and I didn't expect to meet an S-ranked missing nin today either. I promise to be more careful, and I promise not to worry you so much anymore, Naruto said. Kyuubi smiled with a nod as she looked at the place. Well, the snakes are gone and so is that awful hickey that Orochimaru gave you, Kyuubi told him. As he watched his fire sword vanish, Naruto laughed. I guess I will have to go soon. Dan, I sense Kiba coming, Naruto told her. Kyuubi chuckled with a nod as she felt Haku also. Naruto smirked as he fawned that they came back for him even though he told them to go ahead. Naruto turned back to Kyuubi as he decided to bid her a farewell. Kyuubi waved goodbye as Naruto left. Outside, Naruto opened his eyes to see Kiba and Haku as they picked him up. Kiba put one of Naruto's arms over his shoulder as Haku picked up Kasumi. Everyone ran across the trees as Naruto turned to Kiba. I guess I need more training, Naruto said with a painful chuckle. Kiba and Haku smirked as they approached a safe location. You gonna be alright, Naruto? Kiba asked him. Naruto grinned as he felt his neck to feel that the mark was gone. As Haku handed Kasumi to Naruto, Naruto breathed a sigh of relief. Naruto took Kasumi in his hand and slowly got up as he turned to Haku and Kiba. I'll be fine. Thanks for returning. Kami only knows what would have happened if you hadn't, Naruto assured them. Kiba and Haku chuckled as Naruto took a soldier pill. Naruto sighed as his chakra was replenished. Alright, it's obvious that we need to finish this exam. We have to worry about Orochimaru later. Let's go, Naruto told them. Haku and Kiba nodded as everyone jumped to the trees and headed to the tower. Naruto went to his own thoughts along the way as he reviewed his fight with Orochimaru. 2 hours later, the tower came into view as Naruto and his team came up to the door. Everyone entered as they unwrapped the scrolls and set them on the floor. Soon after, smoke appeared as Kakashi unexpectedly appeared in front of everyone. Well, you made it. Good job, you three. You're even 3 days early, Kakashi told them. Everyone nodded with smiles as Kakashi pointed to the upstairs lounge. Go and rest there. The exam isn't over, so rest for these 3 days and wait, Kakashi told them. Everyone nodded with their thanks as Kakashi disappeared. Naruto, Haku, and Kiba walked up the stairs as they came into the lounge. Naruto narrowed his eyes as he heard that the Suna Genin made it much earlier than anyone. Naruto sighed as he sat on the couch along with Haku and Kiba. So what do we do now? Kiba asked them. Naruto looked around the room and shrugged his shoulders. Haku did the same as she went through her backpack and pulled out a book on her clan's mastery of Hayaten Jutsu. Naruto took out a book on seals for the intermediate that Kyuubi approved of. Kiba decided to go through his own backpack and pull out a scroll that his mother had given him to practice with. Everyone stayed in their room as they waited for their 3 days to pass. 3 days later, the waiting period was now over as all genin who made it came into the room. Naruto along with Haku and Kiba smiled at the sight of seeing that the other rookies made it also. Naruto narrowed his eyes as he noticed Sasuke lightly gripping his neck. Naruto could only sigh from the thought of Sasuke having whatever power Orochimaru gave him. Naruto sighed as his team arrived. Everyone looked to see Anko and Tsume at the top of the stand along with the Jonin of the Genin and the Hokage. Congratulations to everyone who made it. We would have held a tournament, but there are too many people, so we will hold a preliminary match first, the Hokage told them. After he said that, a man with eyes that had probably seen better days appeared. I am Hayate Gecko, your proctor. If anyone doesn't want to do this tournament, say so right now and you can leave, Hayate said to them. Kabuto soon raised his hand as Naruto narrowed his eyes at the silver-haired genin. After him, Sasuke's 2 teammates forfeited also, only leaving the Uchiha. No one else seemed to be up to forfeit, so it was called and everyone entered the stands as they came next to their Jonin sensei. Hayate appeared on the field, pointing to the scoreboard. This will tell us the names of the people who you are to fight. When your name is called, you will come down and fight. Know that I can stop a match whenever I chose. Now let's see who's up, Hayate said as the board went through some random names. Soon the board stopped as everyone looked up. Sasuke Uchiha vs Akado. Sasuke smirked as he entered the field along with Akado. Sasuke smirked as he awaited the proctor's decision. Well, Uchiha, show me what you've got, Akado said to Sasuke. Sasuke smirked as Hayate waved his hand for the fight to start. As he charged at Sasuke, Akado's hand glowed with chakra. Sasuke smirked as he managed to dodge the first few strikes, but cursed as Akado grabbed his arm and pinned him to the ground. Naruto raised an eyebrow as Akato smirked. As he turned his head to Akato, Sasuke felt his chakra drain. My ability is to steal chakra from others. I will drain all of your chakra, Akato said to Sasuke. Sasuke struggled as he grabbed a kunai and swung it at Akato. Akato cursed as he had to let go while Sasuke got up. Sasuke smirked as Akato narrowed his eyes. What's so damn funny? Akato asked Sasuke. Sasuke chuckled as he ran at Akato. Sasuke soon disappeared and reappeared behind him. What's funny is that you think you can beat me, Sasuke said as he kicked Akato into the air. Everyone gasped as Sasuke jumped also. Sasuke appeared behind Akato as he felt the curse mark slightly spread through his body. Calm down. Don't let it control you, Sasuke said as the curse mark receded. Sasuke continued his technique as he swung his leg at Akato, who managed to block it. Sasuke smirked again as he brought his other foot around and slammed Akato in the stomach. Akato continued to fall as Sasuke gave a final kick, pinning him to the ground. Shishi Renden, Sasuke yelled as he backed away from the unconscious Akato. Hey, looked the man over and waved his hand. Winner, Sasuke Uchiha, Hayate said as Sasuke smirked and the arena rang with praises from Sakura and Ino. Sasuke walked up the stairs and stood next to Genma as the board lit up again. Everyone faced the board as the people came down. Shino Aburame vs Zaku Abumi. Both fighters came down as Shino looked to see Zaku had a broken arm apparently. Hayate let the match begin as Shino stayed in his spot. Zaku smirked as he used his left hand to reveal a hole in it. Shino quirked up an eyebrow at him, but soon dropped an air blast that came out from the hole as Zaku smirked. Try and beat me. It won't work out for you, Zaku said to him. Shino sighed as he sent a ball of bugs at Zaku as the Oto Genin dodged it. Shino sent more at him as Zaku blew the air around him, causing all the bugs to disperse out. Zaku smiled as he saw that Shino was no match for him, but turned his head to see he was surrounded by bugs on all sides and Shino on one side. Attack me or attack the bugs. Either way, you're finished, Shino said to him. Zaku cursed his lucky, but steeled himself as he lifted his broken arm at the bugs. I'll just blast you both, Zaku said as he pumped for the air to come out. But it didn't. Zaku widened his eyes as he saw that the holes were plugged with bugs. I did that while you were distracted. It's over, Shino said as the air compressed in Zaku's arms. Zaku gasped as he felt the pain consume him. Zaku screamed as his arms exploded from all the air as he fell to the ground unconscious. Hayate looked over Zaku as he waved his hand. Winner, Shino Aburame, Hayate said as Shino walked back up the stairs. Everyone clapped for him as the board lit up again. Everyone waited with anticipation as the board announced the names. Naruto Uzumaki vs Sabaku no Kankuro. Naruto smirked as Kiba and Haku gave him a thumbs up. Naruto jumped off the railing as he came to the arena. Go Naruto. Kick the clown's ass, Kiba said, which caused everyone to laugh. Expect Kankuro. Said boy made it to the spot as he looked Naruto over. Man, why do I have to get this guy? Kankuro asked as Naruto his eyes at the Sunanin. Must be unlucky for you, Naruto said with a shrug of his shoulders. Kankuro grew a tick mark on his head as Hayate waved his hand for them to begin. Naruto opened his jacket as Kasumi jumped out and stretched. Well, let's get started, Kasumi-chan, Naruto told her. Kasumi nodded with a smile as Naruto unsheathed his swords. Kankuro raised an eyebrow at the swords as Naruto made a shadow clone. Naruto charged Kankuro as he closed the distance between them. Kankuro didn't know how fast Naruto was as Naruto closed the gap in no time. Naruto slashed Kankuro as he ripped his shirt. Kankuro gasped as he pulled away and took off the thing he had on his back. Naruto quirked up an eyebrow, but smiled. He threw out 3 smoke bombs as Kankuro was engulfed in the smoke. Naruto smirked as he saw his cage Bunshin and Kasumi pass him. Both began to spin violently as they attacked the mist. Naruto made 4 more clones as they surrounded the smoke-covered area. Everyone gasped at Naruto's use of techniques as everyone figured that he was a genius among the genin. Kiba smirked along with Haku while people like Lee and Gaara stared in awe at the power Naruto was using. All the Narutos went through their hand signs as Kasumi and the other cage Bunshin came out in time. Here, let me show you some of my ninjutsu arsenal, Naruto said as each Naruto clone finished. Katen, Gakakyu no Jutsu, 1 clone yelled. Futen, Daidappa, the 2nd yelled. Raiten, Ryu no Reikage, the 3rd yelled. Hayaten, Ryudo Gakido, the last yelled. All the techniques attacked the smoke and collided. Everyone gasped as they felt the impact of the giant explosion. Naruto covered his eyes along with everyone else as the explosion shook everyone to their core. Naruto smirked, but knelt to one knee as he wondered if he overdid it a little. Naruto turned his head to the right to see Kankuro huffing in shock over what he saw. Naruto smirked as he turned to Kankuro. Naruto saw that Kankuro had just barely escaped his techniques as he didn't want to know what would happen if he lost. Proctor, I forfeit, Kankuro yelled. Hayate nodded as he turned to Naruto. Winner, Naruto Uzumaki. Hayate said, still in slight shock over Naruto's power. Naruto smirked as he and Kasumi walked back up the stairs. Everyone gasped at him as he felt their stares on him. Naruto smirked as he saw Sarutobi with a shocked look on his face along with Anko, who had a slight blush to her face for some reason, and even Tsume. Kiba chuckled as he patted Naruto's back. Nice one, Naruto. You scared him out of his wits. That was awesome, Kiba told him. Naruto smirked with a nod as he sat on the wall. Unless my chakra reserves get bigger, I probably can't do that again, Naruto said as he rested on the wall. The board lit up again as everyone turned to it. Haku Mamachi versus Sekira Haruno. Both girls turned to each other as they walked down to the battered arena. Sekira and Haku faced off as Sekira smirked. You're a cute boy, but I still have to end you, Sekira said to Haku. Haku chuckled as she waved the comment off. Hayate waved his hand as the match began. Haku wasted no time as she appeared in front of Sekira. Sekira gasped at the speed, but cried out as Haku kicked her into the wall. Sekira gasped hard as she fell to the floor. Haku soon took out 2 senbon as she threw them at Sekira's neck, knocking the girl out. Well, that's that, Haku said as she walked away. Everyone's sweat dropped at the quick match as people wondered how Sekira even survived the second part of the exam at all. Winner, Haku Mamachi, Hayate announced. Haku returned to her spot. The board lit up again as names were randomly called. Kiba smirked as he saw his name and who he was facing. Kiba and Yuzuka versus Ino Yamanaka. Both fighters entered the field as Hayate stared at both. Ino decided to say something as she looked at Kiba. Well, dog breath, please keep this somewhat entertaining. I don't want to end this too fast, Ino said to him. Kiba smirked as he set Akamaru down. Kiba simply nodded as Hayate waved his hand. Begin, Hayate yelled. Ino wasted no time as she ran at Kiba as she took out 3 kunai. Kiba, however, smirked at how slowly she was as he and Akamaru got on all fours. Akamaru turned to Kiba as they shocked Ino. Naruto smirked as he knew this fight was over. Kiba threw out 3 smoke bombs as they scattered around Ino. Ino coughed from the smoke as Kiba and Akamaru charged into the smoke. Gatsuga, Kiba yelled as he and Akamaru shredded the smoke along with what was ever inside. Kiba came to a halt when he noticed Ino on the floor. I apologize if I ended it too quickly, Kiba said as he walked away with Akamaru. Winner, Kiba and Yuzuka, Hayate announced, coughing again. Kiba smirked as Team 7 advanced to the finals. Everyone gasped at how strong they were as people wondered if it was Kakashi's teachings. Tsume smirked along with Anko at the team's success as the next fight was called. Sabaku no Temari versus Tenten. Winner, Sabaku no Temari, Hayate said as Temari chuckled while Tenten was carried away by the medics. The board flashed again as everyone looked at it. Hinata Hyuga versus Neji Hyuga. Neji made it down the stairs along with a reluctant and nervous Hinata. Naruto saw the look of disgust on Neji's face as he narrowed his eyes at the Hyuga. As Neji spoke, Neji and Hinata gathered in the center. Give up now, Hinata. You are weak. You aren't meant to be a shinobi. You will always be weak. I will not live if you die, Neji told her. Naruto's angry grip on the railing caused Hinata to flinch. Kiba had the same reaction, gritting his teeth. I see can change Neji. I know I can, Hinata said as she activated her Byakugan. Neji shook his head and activated his own Byakugan as they got into their family's Taijutsu stance. Naruto and his team decided to watch the match with interest as Hayate waved his hand. Begin, Hayate yelled. Hinata charged at Neji, striking him with her palm. Neji immediately countered with his own palm strike as he and Hinata did the same things as they exchanged blows trying to hit the critical vital points of the other. Naruto smiled as he saw Hinata was really trying. Kiba smirked also as people cheered for Hinata to win. However, Neji was still more skilled than her as he managed to hit her several times before she could hit him. Neji smirked as he saw Hinata's tired form. Naruto continued to grip the railing as the metal began to bend as a result of his pressure. Naruto, unconsciously, showed his Shinsei Nagan as he continued to watch the match between the 2 Hyugas. Neji continued to beat Hinata until she fell to the floor. I told you it was useless. Now accept your fate and forfeit, Neji said to her. Hinata coughed up some blood as she tried to stand. Everyone gasped at her tenacity, even Neji as she tried to find her breath. Admit it, Neji Nai-san. You don't hate me. You hate that the main branch forced this life on you. I'm sorry I couldn't help you. I believe I changed while you still harbor hatred in your heart, Hinata told him. Neji cursed as he gritted his teeth and charged at Hinata for a final blow. Soon enough 5 Jonin appeared and stopped Neji, but what shocked everyone was Naruto in front of Neji with his fire sword to his throat. Neji's eyes locked with Naruto's, who still had the Shinsenagen active, as both had the staring contest. Hinata is finished, now back off, Naruto said. As the Jonin nodded in agreement with Naruto, Neji narrowed his eyes at the blonde. Hinata soon collapsed as everyone ran to her. Naruto-kun, do you think I changed? Even a little? Hinata asked him. Naruto smiled with a nod as the medics took her away. Naruto sighed heavily as he turned to Neji and pointed his sword at the Hyuga. I'll show you how much of fate you know about, and know that I will kick your $$. Neji, Naruto said. Neji huffed as he walked back up the stairs followed by everyone else. The board flashed again as everyone looked up. Shikamaru Nara vs Kintsuchi. Same thing. Shika threw her out. Winner, Shikamaru Nara. Hayate said as the board flashed again. Rock Lee vs Sabaku no Gara. Same thing as canon. Winner, Sabaku no Gara. Hayate said as the board flashed one more time. Dasu Kinuta vs Choji Akamichi. Winner, Dasu Kinuta, Hayate yelled. And with that the fights ended as the remaining people drew their numbers. Good work everyone. We will wait a month for the finals to take place. Practice and gain new techniques to impress the audience with and make your village proud, Sarutobi said to everyone as Hayate put the roster for the finals. Everyone gathered to look at the names. Match 1, Naruto Uzumaki vs Neji Hyuga. Match 2, Sabaku no Gara vs Sasuke Uchiha. Shikamaru Nara vs Sabaku no Temari. Match 3. Match 4, Kiba and Yuzuka vs Shino Aburame. Match 5, Hakumamachi vs Dasu Kinuta. Everyone memorized the roster as they left the building to begin their 1 month of training until the Chunin exams begin. After hearing the news of the up-and-coming exam tournament that would take place in 1 month, Naruto and his team left the tower and the Forest of Death as they decided to gather at Naruto's house. Everyone filed out as the stadium became empty. Naruto's house, Haku, Kiba, and Naruto entered the room as all three sat on the floor. Kasumi and Akamaru stayed close to their friends while Haku unstrapped her sword and leaned it against the wall. Everyone sat in silence for a while as Naruto gathered his thoughts. Okay, it appears that we all made it to the finals. We shouldn't train together for the month. It'll be more exciting to see what each of us can think of, Naruto informed them. And Haku and Kiba nodded as Naruto rose to his feet. I suspect that Kakashi-sensei will want to train 1 or 2 of us. That training is available to you. I will do mine on my own, Naruto told them as he already had a sensei better than Kakashi in mind. Haku and Kiba were taken aback by Naruto's statement as Kiba chuckled. I believe Haku will be trained by Kakashi-sensei. I have no doubt that Kasan is going to train me. Haku, you should have Kakashi-sensei help you, Kiba told her. Haku had on a blank face, but nodded in agreement as she got up also. Well, I certainly don't mind being trained by Kakashi-san. I'm sure I could learn a lot, Haku said to them. Naruto and Kiba nodded with smiles on their faces. Haku wondered if they were planning something, but decided against saying anything as she took her sword and opened the door. Alright then, I'm going to find Kakashi. But if I find out that there is some plot behind this. Haku paused as she gave an innocent smile while an Oni mask appeared behind her, caused Naruto and Kiba to cower in fear. I'm going to freeze you both to where no Katen Jutsu can get you out. Alright Naruto-kun, Kiba-san, Haku asked them. Naruto instantly nodded as he jumped behind Kiba. Haku smiled with a nod as she closed the door and walked away. Kiba and Naruto blew sighs of relief as they slowly fell back to the floor. She's scary, Kiba simply said. Naruto couldn't help but nod in agreement, and yet he found that strangely exciting, though he didn't know why. Naruto stood back up as he turned to Kiba. Well Kiba, I'll see you in a month. Well, I'll drop by every now and then for a hello. Please tell Tsum-chan that I said hello. Kiba smirked and nodded as he grabbed Akamaru and turned to leave, as Naruto told him. Alright, see you later man, Kiba told him. Naruto gave a firm nod as he saw Kiba hop to the rooftops to go home. Naruto closed the door to his room and closed his eyes while he focused on his mindscape. Soon enough, Naruto appeared in the beautiful field as he walked towards the house. Naruto opened the door, but didn't see Kyuubi anywhere as he wondered the house a little more. Naruto sighed as his search came up negative as he heard loud sounds to the far right. Naruto cocked his head to the side as he walked into the direction of the noise. Naruto spotted a small building next to the house as he poked his head inside. Naruto looked to see Kyuubi training as she went through some forms that were unique to her. Hey Kyuubi-chan, Naruto said, bringing the red-haired vixen's attention to her blonde, and Kyuubi paused her training as she grabbed a small towel and wiped the sweat from her face. Hello Naruto-kun. Are you ready for your training for the month? Kyuubi asked him. Naruto nodded with a smile, but it seemed different from what Kyuubi had known. This smile was one for if Naruto did his standard pranks. Here was Kyuubi, the most powerful Biju in existence, and yet she couldn't figure out the mind her 12-year-old blonde. Naruto walked up to Kyuubi as the mysterious smile never left his face, leaving Kyuubi in the dark about his intentions. Yes, I am Kyuubi-chan. We should get started soon, Naruto told her. Kyuubi gave a blank nod as she for the life of herself couldn't figure Naruto's smile out. Kyuubi stopped thinking and shrugged her shoulders as she decided to wing it. Aren't you gonna tell me why you're so happy right now? Naruto's smile widened as Kyuubi's curiosity about why he was so happy grew. Naruto turned his back to Kyuubi as said Vixen raised an eyebrow. I'm going to surprise you, Kyuubi-chan, Naruto said, raising Kyuubi's curiosity even higher as she wondered what could surprise her of all people. She wouldn't be the strongest if she was surprised by everything that came her way, so Kyuubi nodded and went along. Alright Naruto-kun, surprise me. What is it? Kyuubi asked him, dying to know. Naruto smirked as he exited the mindscape, leaving Kyuubi to her unanswered question. Outside the mindscape, Naruto opened his eyes as he saw Kasumi asleep on his lap as he ruffled her black hair. Naruto gently placed Kasumi on the bed as he formed a link to Kyuubi. Are you ready, Kyuubi-chan? Naruto asked her. Kyuubi was literally pacing the floor in agony as she wondered what Naruto was thinking. Come on Naruto-kun, show me the surprise already. Kyuubi whined as Naruto decided to not keep her waiting anymore. Naruto did a simple hand sign as Kyuubi recognized it. That's the Kai Bunshin Jutsu I taught you over the last month, Kyuubi said, to which Naruto nodded. Soon an exact replica of Naruto appeared. Kyuubi taught Naruto about the next Bunshin Jutsu that surpassed the Kage Bunshin. She taught him that to make a Kai Bunshin would require about 5% of a person's blood, as the clone was more self-sustainable and couldn't be dispelled, but could get hit just like any other person. Naruto had a bit of difficulty with it, but he got it soon enough in a few weeks. Kyuubi also told him not to use it too much for fear of blood loss causing death. Naruto, having made the clone, smirked as he ordered the clone to lift up its shirt. The clone obeyed as it showed the tetragram seal to Naruto. Kyuubi quirked up an eyebrow, but gasped as she realized what he was about to do. Naruto-kun, don't tell me you're going to try to. That's right, Kyuubi-chan. All those times you went to sleep, I was figuring out how to release you and I just found it, Naruto told her. Kyuubi gasped as she wondered how he figured it out. Kyuubi had a number of ways to get out, but all of them resulted in either Naruto dying or entering a coma, and she didn't want either of them to happen to him. Kyuubi watched as the tips of Naruto's fingers glowed white as Naruto stepped towards his clone. Now, Kyuubi-chan, when you get out, I want you to quickly mask your chakra level. If you don't, then Chunin, Jonin, and Anbu will be on us, Naruto told her. Kyuubi nodded absently, but snapped out of her daze as she saw Naruto near his clone. Naruto-kun, wait a second. Maybe we should think it out, Kyuubi said a little too late as Naruto slammed the seals on his fingertips into the tetragram seal as his clone winced in some slight pain. The light glowed around the room, which made Kasumi open her eyes to the bright light. Kasumi closed her eyes fast to avoid being blinded by the light as the light shadowed the entire room. Naruto closed his eyes also as the light began to fade. Naruto and Kasumi opened their eyes and turned to the figure as Kasumi gasped and Naruto smirked. Kyuubi stood in replacement of the Kai Bunshin as her eyes widened while she looked around Naruto's room. I am out, Kyuubi simply said. Naruto smirked as Kasumi stared at Kyuubi with a disbelieving look. Kyuubi checked over everything from her hair down to her clothes to her hands and body. I'm really here. I'm outside, Kyuubi said, to which Naruto smiled at her. Naruto gave out a thumbs up as Kyuubi looked at him. Surprise, Kyuubi-chan, Naruto said to her. Kyuubi gave black look, but it turned into a smile as she rushed at Naruto. Naruto nearly gasped at the speed that Kyuubi used as she gave him a big hug as both came crashing to the floor. Naruto smiled as he saw Kyuubi with a foxy grin on her face. Kyuubi could nearly cry. She was finally outside again. She could actually feel Naruto's body, his hands, his face, and his hair. Kyuubi smiled as she slammed her lips into Naruto's. Naruto gasped as he felt the softness of Kyuubi's lips over his. Naruto brought his hands around Kyuubi's body as Kyuubi deepened the kiss between them. Both enjoyed the moment, but stopped as they blushed as someone decided to speak. Naruto-sama, you really are quite lucky, Kasumi told him. Naruto and Kyuubi stopped the kiss as they turned to see Kasumi staring at them with a smile on her face. Naruto and Kyuubi blushed as they forgot they still had company. Both got up and dusted their clothes as Naruto sheepishly rubbed the back of his head. He's sorry about that, Kasumi-chan, Naruto told her. Kasumi smirked as she changed to her half-human form and leaned on Naruto's body, causing said blonde to blush. Naruto-sama has never kissed me like that. Kasumi pouted slightly with a tease in her voice. Naruto chuckled as he cupped Kasumi's chin as he gave her a soft kiss that made her gasp. Kasumi wrapped her arms around Naruto as Naruto brought his arms around Kasumi as the girl's tail swayed slightly from his touch. Naruto soon broke the kiss as he stared into Kasumi's eyes. "Is that any better, Kasumi-chan?" Naruto asked her. Kasumi's only answer was to keep her mouth hanged in the air as Naruto, and Kyuubi chuckled at her reactions to Naruto. Kyuubi got a gleam in her eye as she turned to Naruto. "Imagine if you took it further with her," Kyuubi said to him. Naruto's face turned blank as he took in her words. Naruto's mind took a perverted turn as he wondered how Kasumi would act if he did go that far with her. Naruto gave a strong blush as a drop of blood came from his nose. Naruto broke his daze and wiped his nose free from the blood as he turned to Kyuubi. "Don't joke like that, Kyuubi-chan. That's not funny," Naruto told her. Kyuubi chuckled with a smile as she stared at his blush. "I don't know, Naruto-kun. You must be having some intense images to have a blush like that," Kyuubi told him. Naruto stuttered as he quickly turned his head and coughed into his head. "Yes, well, let's forget about that for right now. So Kyuubi-chan, how does it feel to be back outside?" Naruto asked her. Kyuubi smiled as she stretched her arms and legs as she sat on Naruto's bed. "It feels great. The fresh air and all the other things are great to see again," Kyuubi told him. Naruto chuckled with a nod as he sat next to Kyuubi. "So, you think you can train me for the month?" Naruto asked, and Kyuubi shrugged as she turned to face him. "Sure, I don't mind. Though you may have to drop by the Hyuga clan for a few weeks," Kyuubi told him. Naruto raised an eyebrow as he folded his arms in a confused fashion. "Why is that, Kyuubi-chan?" Naruto asked her, clearly oblivious to the fact that he unconsciously got the Byakugan from the previous matches of the Chunin exams. "Naruto-kun, you must have unconsciously activated your Dojutsu when you saw the Hyuga boy and girl fight. You were quite angry at the match, and that anger activated your Dojutsu, thereby copying theirs. You probably even got down their basic stance since you didn't deactivate it for the entire match," Kyuubi explained. Naruto nodded in agreement as he was angry about the fight, but he didn't know he copied the Byakugan of all things from the tournament. Naruto closed his eyes for a second as he remembered the single hand sign they did to activate it. Naruto made the same hand sign as he focused chakra to his eyes. "Byakugan!" Naruto yelled as Kasumi and Kyuubi sat the veins on the side of his eyes, both looking into Naruto's eyes as they saw the blank eyes, yet the evidence of the pupil was still there, but it was barely visible. Naruto looked at Kasumi and saw nearly all of her chakra network and turned to Kyuubi. "Kasumi chakra-chan's is a light blue color. It's got a calm feeling around it. It also seems needy for some reason," Naruto told them. Kasumi blushed while Kyuubi chuckled. Naruto looked at her chakra network and raised an eyebrow. "Kyuubi-chan, yours chakra network is really coiled. It's also red instead of blue. Some of it is agitated, but it is also calming in some ways. It seems to be completely at peace with whatever is going on," Naruto told her. Kyuubi nodded with a smile as she knew it was because of Naruto that it could act this way. Naruto deactivated the Byakugan and stood to his feet along with Kasumi and Kyuubi as Naruto took out some paper. "Alright, I guess I will plan my training schedule. I'm guessing the first week will be spent learning new Futon, Raiten, and Katen Jutsu, as well as some Genjutsu. The second week could include Taijutsu and Kenjutsu practice, as well as new collaboration jutsus with Kasumi-chan. The third week should be more Fuinjutsu training and getting you the Fox contract," Kyuubi interrupted. Naruto and Kasumi turned to her in confusion as Kyuubi sat back on the bed. Kyuubi had a never-ending smile on her face as Naruto and Kasumi's face begged for an explanation of sorts. Kyuubi decided to enlighten them as she brushed her hand through her red hair. "I wanted to give Naruto-kun the Fox contract when I got out of the seal so I could do it personally. Naruto-kun has the potential to use it effectively. It also means that Kasumi won't be your only partner in at times. Naruto-kun, you and Kasumi can get to know the Foxes. In truth, I'm the head of the Fox clan. You don't need to summon me as you gave me this form. None of the other Foxes are as big as me. They are at most the size of Kuramaru from the Inuzuka clan," Kyuubi told them. Naruto and Kasumi turned to each other and smiled as they turned back to Kyuubi. "Thank you, Kyuubi-chan. I'll do my best to be a good summoner for the Fox clan. I won't let you down," Naruto told her. Kyuubi smiled as she supported her head on one of her hands. "I know you won't, Naruto-kun. I wouldn't have come to love you if I knew you would disappoint me." Just one thing, Kyuubi told him. Naruto decided to pay attention to this new information as he and Kasumi listened to her. Foxes are naturally cunning and also quite the pranksters. Everyone in the Fox clan enjoys pranks, so they will definitely see you as a good source for entertainment given your wild ideas at times, Kyuubi told her blonde. Naruto chuckled with a nod as he turned back to his paper. Kasumi continued to watch Naruto write as he added gaining the Fox contract in the 3rd week. Naruto smirked as he went to the 4th week. Let's see if the 4th week can be spent on Sharingan and Byakugan training. I should probably go now to see if anyone is training there. I don't really like to take techniques without permission, but the Hyuga clan is almost as stuck up as the Uchiha clan. Also, given my reputation for things out of my control and Kyuubi's control, they aren't the most friendly of people to get along with, Naruto said to them. Kyuubi nodded along with Kasumi as Naruto tapped the table he was using as leverage to write on. Naruto smirked as he got a gleam in his eye, which to Kyuubi and Kasumi meant some kind of trouble for whoever was the target. Kyuubi-chan, Kasumi-chan, I just got the most brilliant idea, Naruto told them. Kyuubi and Kasumi turned their eyes to Naruto as said blonde whispered his special plan in their ears. Kasumi gasped while Kyuubi smiled at her blonde's ingenuity in such things. Naruto saw me, you're cold, Kasumi said with a smile. Naruto chuckled as Kyuubi lowered her chakra level as she walked out of the apartment with a smile on her face. Naruto and Kasumi left also to enact Naruto's plan of action. With Kyuubi walked through the village, smiling as she passed all the civilians on her way to the Hyuga compound. You all don't even know that I'm walking among you right now. It's quite the shame actually. I could take care of everyone, but I wouldn't upset Naruto-kun that way, Kyuubi thought as she continued to walk. Kyuubi sighed soon as she felt a few stares from the male population as their eyes roamed her body. Kyuubi rolled her eyes at the simplicity that men had as she arrived at the Hyuga compound. Kyuubi smirked as she hinged into a perfect Sasuke and modified her voice to match his. Kyuubi knocked on the door as a lower branch Hyuga opened the door. What can I do for you, Sasuke Uchiha? The man asked Kyuubi. Kyuubi smirked as she gave her best arrogant grin, which was quite convincing. Kyuubi smirked as she walked up to the man. I have to see Hayashi Hyuga for something important. Could you please let me in? The man, not knowing any better, let Kyuubi in with a hidden smirk on her face as she remembered Naruto's plan. Naruto and Kasumi are present. Naruto and Kasumi ran to the Uchiha compound, certain that they would find Sasuke training there. Naruto and Kasumi stopped, jumped, and landed a few feet away from the Uchiha compound. Naruto hinged into a perfect Hyuga as did Kasumi as both entered the Uchiha compound. Naruto managed to sneak in the place a few times without Sasuke noticing as he got most of his Katen information in. What do you want? Sasuke asked them in an arrogant tone. Naruto smirked as he took out a fake notice from the council. We have orders to train you along with Genma for the Chunin exams, Naruto told him. Sasuke raised an eyebrow, but smirked as he would finally receive more training. Naruto and Kasumi smirked at each other as Kasumi turned around to leave. I'll be right back with your training equipment, Sasuke Uchiha, Kasumi said as she left Naruto and Sasuke alone, both smirking at their good fortune. Together with Kasumi, Kasumi walked around the Uchiha compound as she followed Naruto's instructions to the vault. Kasumi soon found what she was looking for in one of the houses as she opened the tatami mat in the far back. Kasumi walked down the stairs as she came across tons of scrolls on Katen Jutsus and even some Rashin Jutsu. Kasumi took out a piece of paper as she opened various scrolls and wrote down, "Sorry it took us long. Renovations appear to be underway, and the equipment has been relocated." Sasuke didn't care either way. He was just happy to have more training. Naruto and Kasumi both smirked as they turned to face the Uchiha. Oh, there's a problem here, Sasuke Uchiha. We had forgotten that as shinobi, we are not required to listen to the council. We regret that we are unable to train you. Apparently, you're not worth the Hyuga's time, Naruto said as he and Kasumi shunshined out of sight. Sasuke erupted in rage as he felt his pride as a Uchiha challenged by the Hyuga clan. Sasuke stormed out of the house and ran straight towards the Hyuga clan to give them a piece of his mind. Using Kyuubi was allowed to see Hayashi as she was escorted through the grounds. Kyuubi followed after the man as she made a small cage bunshin and sent the Sasuke clone to move stealthily through the compound to find the Hyuga vault. The Kyuubi bunshin found the vault as she wondered why no one was guarding it right now. Kyuubi shrugged her shoulders as she moved through the vault. Kyuubi noticed the various traps and managed to avoid them as she opened the Hyuga scrolls. Kyuubi smirked as she took down the information. Kyuubi found the Genin to Jonin Juyuken stances and their katas. Kyuubi smiled as she found the technique for the Kaiten, The Gentle Fist Hack Rokugian Show and the Gentle Fist Hack Hyaku Nijuhachi Show. Kyuubi smirked as it was all she could get at the moment, but it was more than enough for right now. The Kyuubi Sasuke clone took the paper and transferred it to a scroll as the clone ran out the vault. Luckily, no one was there as the clone made a narrow escape from the compound. The clone managed to make it back to the apartment as it closed the door. Back at the apartment, how did it go, Kyuubi-chan? Naruto asked the clone. Kyuubi unhinged and smiled. I'm still there. I know Sasuke is on his way, so I'll leave soon, Kyuubi said as she handed Naruto the scroll and dispelled it, and Naruto smirked as he examined the jutsu he had received. I think we might have started a feud, Kasumi-chan, Naruto said as she lay on the bed. I think you're right, Naruto-sama. Using Kyuubi. Kyuubi received all the information from her clone as she made a simple cat in hand sign and shot the small fire at the compound. Everyone in the near vicinity of it gasped as the fire began to spread through the compound. Kyuubi smirked as everyone turned to her. Sasuke Uchiha, what is the meaning to this? One of the major branch members yelled. Kyuubi smiled as she approached the branch member. Sorry, I just wanted to take your damn clan down a notch. You think you're so strong now that the Uchiha clan has been reduced. I just felt the need to remind you of your place in the pecking order, Kyuubi said as she ran into town. Most of the Hyugas were pissed as they followed her. Kyuubi could only chuckle at the rush of being chased again. Kyuubi found a suitable location and removed her henge before resuming her normal attire. Kyuubi smirked as she saw a swarm of Hyuga rush past her, smiling at their collusion. She turned her head to see Sasuke coming also as the Hyuga met with the single Uchiha. You damn brat, who do you think you are? Yelled one of the Hyuga. Sasuke screamed as his Sharingan exploded. Me? Who the hell do you think you are, tricking me and mocking my clan? Sasuke countered. As Kyuubi tried not to burst out laughing at the arguing clans, the entire village formed a circle around them. Kyuubi quickly vanished from view and reappeared in front of Naruto's apartment. Kyuubi and Naruto both burst out laughing, as did Kasumi and Kasumi's friends. Naruto-sama, that was brilliant. I've never had so much fun in my life, Kasumi said to him, rolling on the floor laughing. Kyuubi nodded and wiped a tear away from her eyes. Oh man, we might have started a clan feud. That was so much fun, Kyuubi said. I was right. The Fox clan is going to love you, Naruto-kun. Naruto nodded as the three of them began to relax. They could still hear Sasuke and the Hyuga yelling as they wondered what was going on. Everyone soon stopped laughing as they glanced over the scrolls. Alright, Kyuubi-chan got me the Kaiten along with some Taijutsu Hyuga forms and 2 of their signature moves. And Kasumi-chan got me 4 Uchiha Katen Jutsu and 3 Raiten Jutsu. That was fun. We should do it again someday, Naruto said. As Naruto changed his clothes, the 2 women nodded. Naruto walked out with Kasumi and Kyuubi, wearing a black jacket and black pants and shinobi shoes. When they saw Sasuke arguing with the main branch family, they all smirked. Kyuubi, ironically, missed the side branch family houses in favor of the main branch. The side branch actually had smiles on their faces from Sasuke's act. All 3 passed as they entered a small training field. Naruto made a large number of cage bunchins and decided to start his schedule. Alright, let's get started on these Katen and Raiten techniques from the Uchiha Vault. Split up into groups and practice these hand signs. Another group will do Futen training and Jinjutsu training. Kasumi-chan will increase her stamina and strength through her laps around the training field. Kyuubi-chan and I will be working on one of her Katen Jutsu. That's all for this week, go. Naruto. As Kyuubi sat with Naruto, Kasumi began to run laps. Alright, Naruto-kun, this Katen Jutsu, Katen, Harai no Kitsune, Kyuubi explained. Naruto nodded, delighted at the prospect of learning a new jutsu for his Kyuubi-chan. Kyuubi stood up along with Naruto as she showed him the required hand signs for said jutsu. Kyuubi finished by sending a giant firefox coated in small lighting sparks into a distant tree. But the damage was still significant because they felt the impact of the technique. Naruto did not replicate the technique with his Shinseinagen or Sharingan because he believed that the best part of performing a jutsu would be the hours it took to perfect it and finally perform it. Second, he didn't want to offend Kyuubi by simply copying her work. Naruto breathed easily as he went through the hand signs from Kyuubi as quickly as he could remember them. He obviously failed miserably, but Kyuubi didn't care. That's what this week was for. The practice and perfecting of Katen, Futen, Raiten and Jinjutsu techniques. Kyuubi went through the hand signs a little more slowly this time because Naruto remembered them all. Naruto was a person who learned through trial and error. Kyuubi knew that making mistakes and correcting them helped him learn more. Naruto nodded in understanding of the hand signs as he tried his head at them again. Naruto smiled as he directed a small fox toward a few trees, but not near Kyubai's level. That's not bad, Naruto-kun. In fact, nearly all of my jutsu would be classified as Kenjutsu by Konoha, and you're probably the only one who could do it besides the Hokage. And the Sannin? Kyuubi said. Naruto nodded with a smile as he went through the hand signs again. Naruto infused it with more chakra. Naruto was able to increase the size of the shot this time by destroying a portion of the field. Naruto already knew the hand signs and only needed the right amount of chakra to complete the technique. After Kyuubi taught him some Futen jutsu, Naruto decided to practice it later. Naruto handled Futen better than the other two because Kyuubi assumed it was his primary affinity, with the other two being equal in second affinities. Naruto and Kyuubi worked hard alongside Kasumi as they trained all day. Nighttime training field. As they fell to the ground, Naruto, Kyuubi, and Kasumi all huffed from the training. Naruto grinned as he expelled his clones. Naruto slightly cursed as he gripped his head to deal with the sudden rush of memories. Naruto remembered everything from the Uchiha's Katen and Raiten techniques to the Genjutsu, and Futen training the other clones did. As he sat on the ground, Naruto smiled at his clone's inventiveness. Kasumi collapsed on Naruto's lap, exhausted. Kyuubi chuckled, seeming to have more energy than the other two. Naruto opened his eyes hesitantly as he took Kyuubi's form. "Is this how all you Biju train?" Naruto asked her. Kyuubi laughed as she turned to face Naruto. "I'm sorry, Naruto-kun, but we train much harder, and if you did our training well you'd die," Kyuubi explained. Naruto perspired slightly as he noticed Kyuubi give an innocent smile, indicating that she was serious about what she told him. Naruto nodded sheepishly as he picked up Kasumi slowly as not to wake her. As Naruto and Kyuubi returned to the apartment, he willed his legs to move. Naruto's residence. Naruto smiled as he opened the door with his key. Naruto found the light switch while gently placing Kasumi on the bed. Naruto sighed as he stripped naked. Naruto turned to see Kyuubi standing as he offered her a t-shirt and some of his shorts. "I apologize, Kyuubi-chan. I promised to buy you some clothes tomorrow," Naruto said. Kyuubi nodded and smiled as she took his clothes and went to change. Naruto entered the shower to wash the sweat off his body. As the door slid open, Naruto's hair fell down and lost its spikiness. Naruto turned his head fast to see Kyuubi and Kasumi in their towels. "Kei Kyuubi-chan, Kei Kasumi-chan, why are you in here?" Naruto inquired, knowing the answer in his heart. "Oh Naruto-kun," they exclaimed as they approached him. Naruto shivered as he realized why Shikamaru referred to women as troublesome. Naruto's screams could soon be heard in the bathroom as the two girls did who knows what to him. Later, Naruto emerged from both rooms with a flushed face, followed by Kyuubi and Kasumi with smiles on their faces. "You two are mean, and how am I supposed to resist that of all things?" Naruto questioned. Both girls smiled and shrugged their shoulders at each other. "Sheer determination, Naruto-sama," Kasumi said. Naruto sighed and changed into his pajamas. Kasumi didn't need one after transforming back into her dog form. As the three of them went to bed, Kyuubi put on the t-shirt and shorts Naruto had given her. Naruto turned off the lights as Kasumi curled into a ball on Naruto's stomach and fell back asleep. Kyuubi climbed into bed also and grabbed Naruto's arm as she held it tenderly. Naruto turned to face Kyuubi, giving him a small but satisfying kiss on the lips. Naruto smiled as he looked at her wonderfully red, slitted eyes. "What was that for?" Naruto inquired. Kyuubi laughed, tightening her grip on Naruto's arm. "Thank you for getting me out," Kyuubi said. "Even though our lives are still linked by the seal, I'm glad I can be out here and be next to you like this. I love you, Naruto-kun." Naruto gave her a foxy grin as he massaged the back of her red hair. "I love you too, Kyuubi-chan. I was delighted to do it. I want you to be with me," Naruto said. Kyuubi blushed but smiled as she kissed Naruto one last time before falling asleep. Naruto smiled as he closed his eyes, ready to face the next day with renewed vigor.
So this was it for today. I will continue the story next part. Till then, we weave offline.